Welcome to the men's room. Here with me tonight is the one, the only Tommy John. Tonight we're starting off a podcast where we're going to discuss all things men. That could be cars, that could be hygiene, that could be how we trim our beards and what we put on them.
Yo, all right, I'm done. Cut that out. That thing's too cringy. I don't like it. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the men's room. I'm your host, the Appalachian American. Still with me is Tommy Gunn. We can't change his name. Got him a little bit better of a title. Now he's a porn star, but whatever.
How's it going?
I thought you had something to say. You were talking about being on coffee, and
I'm not. It hasn't.
you just gonna leave it like that.
I'm just gonna leave it like that. Coffee hasn't kicked in yet. I'm still working on that. A year later, I'm still working on it.
The man with the plan and the Wiener Dog Clan. I don't remember what he says. SuperFan, I'm sorry.
Man with the plan and the Wiener Dog Clan. The 13-time WCBS stealing solo backer. But it doesn't matter because happy anniversary. And Tommy Gunn's just out of it because Rocky gave him a good 1-2 and knocked him the fuck out again.
Oh. The man, the myth, the legend, prime mover himself. It's looking at his keyboard. Oh, he disconnected.
Yep, that happens.
He'll be back. What's up, everybody? We have quite the show. We are celebrating our 1-year anniversary. It was May the May the 3rd is when this episode aired, which is what we started showing you. But woof, it was too much. It just couldn't.
Tommy John Gunn. I like it. TJG.
Tommy John. So that's what we used to call him back in the day.
Yeah.
Like, Tommy.
It's Tommy John.
Here, let me fix your name there, Tommy. I had to put a little capital G in that. Prime, you're not... he jumped off. Hey, what's up, Daisy? Happy 1. Oh, thank you. Superfan, I'm Shawhan with the first two thumbs up. Woot woot.
Of course.
Oh, Frank, our second to lick that like button. Make it moist. I'm not saying that word because my mom could be in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
Collector Express! Hey, buddy. Hi.
Good evening, gents.
What's up, man? I see you checked your email. Thank you.
Don't check it too often on Friday evenings.
Oh. Well, it's a good thing you checked it when you did.
Yep.
Brian Lape hasn't checked it.
Well, late. You'll have that.
Oh, he replied to the email. He said he'll be in around about 9 because he's got to log in back to work.
Yep. That's what we call him. Late.
Yeah.
Oh, I just seen it. I'll be there till 9. I have to wait for it. Oh, that sucks.
And here he was giving him a hard time and he's got to work.
I know, man. He said it 15 minutes ago. Daggone. Old David Applegate said something that he was going to come on, but I sent him a link, but he answered it. He did get a link, right? Let me come on now.
I was getting ready to before I saw your email. I was getting ready to come downstairs to shoot a review.
Cool.
Oh crap!
That's weird.
I got a new phone charger in this.
Supposed to.
Let's
see.
I got a new phone charger, but my extension cord's like 3 prongs, 2 prongs. So I got an adapter here somewhere.
Get that adapter. Dude, it's gonna be a fun show tonight. So we threw the invitation out to all the WCBS gang, and threw it out on the fan page for WCBS, all that good stuff. So it should be a good time.
Yep. Etep Wokuian. Of course, it was pretty funny because I was on his show this morning and I was like, hey, man, if you're free, let me know, and he's like, yeah, DM me. So I did. I was like, he's like, yeah, we're friends on Facebook and Twitter. And I'm like, and I've got your phone number, but you know. It's like, because we're all family. We put the fun in dysfunctional.
Prime, are you good?
I guess when you steal cable, the connection's a little spotty.
That tends to happen from time to time.
Sorry about
Probably
that.
Tommy John's fault. That's why you're a little spotty.
Yeah.
Yep, it's always Tommy's fault.
G'day.
I'm gonna.
How
Hey,
you
what's up,
doing?
David? How you doing, buddy? It's the first time you've
Good
been.
thing.
First time you've
First time
been
in a
on the
while,
show,
yeah.
I think.
Been a while. I think last time was the birthday special, wasn't it? For your child.
I don't remember.
Yeah, we did this little. Oh no, it was the give Tommy a aneurysm.
Yep. And you're always on Coffee and Gaming.
It wasn't Tommy eating sushi.
No,
No.
We
it
haven't done that yet.
it was this right here.
Wow.
Let me find it real quick because I want to show it. It's a great video. It's
Fantastic.
on our channel.
Short videos, not too long, not too short. It's perfect.
Yeah,
Except
it's
for
really
Tommy.
funny because Tommy gets an aneurysm.
Yep. The only thing we needed was his head up a little bit to get that good reaction.
So the whole process was Tommy's a gigantic Ford guy, and this guy is gonna blow it up.
And then
He really gave Tommy a bad night.
Oh yeah, Tommy's hiding his face because he just.
No, that's just where Tommy sits. Like you don't.
Nah,
He doesn't know how to show his face.
no. Tommy doesn't. When Tommy lays back, he's relaxed, but when he's right up close, you know he's sucking on that comfort bottle.
Oh. I've got a milkshake that's too frozen.
A little bit too much icy cream.
And boom, mind blowing.
Tommy's all been out of shape.
Look, even it's giving Tommy PTSD. Look,
It is, man. Look at him sitting in the same way.
yeah,
He hasn't moved since we shot that video.
Right? No, he's got sleeves now.
Yeah, true. But
Oh my goodness, it's Channel Dad.
What do you want?
$1.95.
Celebrate with us because it's our
Honey.
1 year anniversary.
Was I not supposed to be here?
Why did you get an email if you weren't supposed to be here?
A lot of people get email.
With an invitation?
Okay.
I guess you just don't like to read my emails.
I read it. I even
I won't-
replied.
I know, and I said it. You did, but I guess I won't put any more thought into emails. I'll just.
But we're still going to call you late.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then
well.
I let. Yeah. Had a migraine yesterday. Worked all day.
ooh, collector's got something.
Things aren't working. I'm in a great mood. So let Collector Express talk.
This is what I was going to review the night before I saw your email.
Oh, cool. What is it?
Get a little
The-
toys.
It's the new Modoc, and there goes his top of his head.
Who's Modoc?
His head fell off.
It's what is the
He's the
acronym
big
for Modoc?
head guy.
Yeah, he's the.
It's in the
Let's see.
Avengers.
Maybe the dingo ate your baby Ed.
It's the Hulk ripoff.
How's that for a really horrible accent?
But the
Imagine
I wanna-
squeezing that out between your cheeks.
Yeah.
I got this is the Hasbro one. I have the Toy Biz Modoc, and well, now I have both of them, of course. But I was going to do a comparison review, so I go ahead and just took this one out of the box because I don't really need to do my looking in the packaging since the packaging has no windows in it. So
Right.
I just wanted to just take out the packaging. When I do the click on the table and the magically appears out of the box.
Huh.
Yeah.
Tommy, would you like to take a guess at what our episode 1 views are sitting at? Don't
Over
look.
100. Over 100.
A long ways over 100.
What was it at?
436. That's our most viewed episode. And it's like the worst.
So your most viewed episode is one where your prototype episode where you've gotten better ever since, and everybody's judging you on that one.
Right.
And you don't have any hot Asian women in the thumbnail.
No, we don't do all that because we all got wives that'll kill us.
When you get over 40, they won't care anymore.
I don't know. Mine probably will. Tommy's probably will.
All right. Let me rephrase that. When you get over 40, you'll get a new wife.
Yeah, well, then won't I be stuck with child support?
Not necessarily. She could change. I mean, it's you've got a run till you hit to the the 40s and whatnot.
You got time to wear her out.
Yeah,
where she doesn't give a shit anymore.
Yeah, eventually you guys just want to outdo each other, see who can gross the other one out the most. It's literally that's it.
Oh well, all right then. All right then. Well, that's good.
Put it this way. This is how my last 2 days were going. If I could have gotten away of started drinking heavily at 10 a.m. on our first morning meeting, I would have.
Are you back in the office now?
No, thank God, because I would have punched people. And I don't mean that figuratively.
So why didn't you start drinking?
Because I had to get on a call, and then I had to get on a call with my boss, and then I had to do a video conference, and I had to do. But I also did 2 job interviews somewhere else today. So.
Oh.
Good luck with those.
Yeah. Well, my wife wants to move, and so the idea of finding something full-time remote, I'm just kind of poking my toe in the water.
You might want to
move to
West Virginia.
That'd be awesome because you'd be closer.
Yeah, and a constitutional carry state too.
You might want to look at applying at universities because a lot of universities are going to start hiring positions straight up remote jobs.
There ain't no university give me a job. They say, "What kind of government do you like?" And I say, "None." And then they say, "Get out of here."
So,
they have to be unwokeified first before they hire some middle-aged white man.
I work at a university and nobody knows what I do.
Well,
Hopefully
you
they
probably
never
play
find
the
out.
game and keep your mouth shut. Lake probably can't keep his mouth shut.
I can't.
Correction, he did work at the no.
I worked at the University of Tennessee back in the 90s. And I try to warn these liberals where things were headed, and they thought I was just some kooky goofball. And you know what's funny is some of those same people, when they're more outspoken than I am, and they're also they're actually more pro Second Amendment than I am, which is I found to be funny, because they were kind of like, "Oh, we really don't know," and now they're like, "I want everything available to me, including a battleship. If I can afford it, I should be able to have it." And I'm like, including bazookas? Yeah, but they're a little expensive. I mean, that's
late.
Nah.
America.
Please don't get political. No, you got it. 4 drinks later.
Test. Can you hear me?
Yeah, what's up, man?
Hey, speaking of old men.
There he is.
G'day, Brian.
L'chaim.
Schlemiel.
Don't be talking that.
Austin Pfeffer Incorporated. Now we got to start singing and dancing.
Oh, hey.
Blake, you need to grow facial hair.
We already had this discussion.
I grew enough for everybody else, so
yeah. The Red Root, he can loan me some. As soon as his country is allowed to export again.
Export, we're not allowed to import.
Yeah.
Problem is, it would even get here with all the damn shipping container accidents to keep having.
Well, I'll put it this way. When Australia finally is open, there will be a massive wave because people's immune systems are compromised. And I like it. I actually saw this on Twitter today. Huh?
Funny thing is, my state is open. It's the rest of them are shut down.
Yeah. But last week I saw, because I actually commented on Facebook, I actually found the research that someone was talking about where there's evidence from the Pfizer vaccine of people shedding spike proteins. And today on Twitter, it's being considered a conspiracy theorist where experts are saying it's not possible. And that study, which a lot of it was Chinese name cited, so I don't know, but it's suddenly gone. I cannot find it anywhere. Last week I could find it all over the place. I have this. The short title is very, very long, but it is. And what I wanted to know is, okay, if this is true and it's against people with the second Pfizer shot in close proximity to the unvaccinated, does the Moderna shot do something similar? And if it does, what happens when these people interact? But they flushed it as a conspiracy theory, and I'm like, no, they're actually researching this, you buffoons. Scrub away. The truth has to be hidden.
They're also talking about the European Astavirdia or something, only for people over 50 now because of the risks.
Oh, and I got thunderstorms near me rolling in.
Oh.
The AstraZeneca one?
Yeah, they're talking about it being linked to blood clots and
well, then Johnson & Johnson too.
Yeah.
Well, the Johnson & Johnson one supposedly is only would affect a very small number of women that can still reproduce, have a active reproductive system.
Yeah. Well, I've seen multiple.
So completely pulling it was an overreactive, knee-jerk reaction because men and women have had the change. It would not affect at all.
Yeah, but I've seen several, and I don't follow any of these people, but people that I follow, like and retweet. There's a bunch of physicians that have been saying, look, when it comes to just the yearly flu shot, if they have a patient that comes in that's already had the flu, they do not administer the flu shot.
Yeah,
and there's some of these side effects, not all, but some of them, the Moderna one has caused heart attacks and heart swelling and everything like that. There are simple blood tests for some of this stuff to see if someone is in a category where maybe they should really wait. And then some of it's been published. And I have several things about food allergies, and I have reactions to the yearly vaccine and other stuff. And they're like, if you have this, you really ought to just wait and make sure this thing's going to be safe for people, because we're really in clinical trials. We're not in, the FDA really ought to, granted, if there wasn't an agenda behind it. If it was really medical, they would pull that emergency thing, deal with the people that are in the most at-risk categories, and then do a little bit more research. Because who knows? It could be one of these things with a little more research and a little more tweaking. Maybe it's safe for everybody. But anyway, I digress. I've kind of derailed the show now. And then I'm going to leave in 5 minutes. Hey, Prime,
because you've just done ruining any chance of getting hired by a major university. You've done your job.
Well, university for you.
Because I actually think science is great.
You believe in science, yeah.
No, I don't believe in science. I believe in discovery. Science is just a methodology of discovery. That's all it is. It's not a belief. It doesn't care what you believe. But if you have a hypothesis, you have to be willing to be wrong and chuck it. But once you get published, a lot of people don't want to chuck it. And I'm like, look.
Because that's part of the scientific method.
Yeah, publish and then
publish and perish.
It used to be publish or perish, and now it's publish and defend at all costs.
Yeah, even though
it's like, look, if you get more information, you say, well, we've been given degrees out on this other stuff. Well, that's fine. More information has come along, and now you can change yourself, but they don't want it. But anyway.
Self-improvement? No. They tell you how to improve yourself. That's their problem.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn my camera off. I'm just looking at myself. Plus, I got to start logging in to work over here. So,
is that why you got to leave in 5 minutes?
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna listen as long as I can, but then I got to get on a conference call in about 10 minutes.
Conference call at 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah, it's our rollout. If I was in charge, we'd never do this on a Friday, but we always do this on a Friday because I'm not in charge. And I have, if you have code going live, you're supposed to be online in case it all goes to hell. So I'm hoping it's scheduled from now until 12:30 a.m. I really hope it doesn't last that long.
That would suck.
I had, like I said, I had a migraine all. I mean, I woke up yesterday with vision problems. Had a migraine all day yesterday. Having after headaches today, multiple times, and I'm quite nauseous. And I'm like, look, call me if I really want to say it's live. Things are working. Call me if it blows up. I'll give you my cell phone because I'm going to bed. But we'll see.
Enjoy talking to his voicemail. He doesn't stay up very late. Come on.
Hey,
now.
so what part of West Virginia are you looking to go to?
Oh, we haven't decided. And then my wife this past week, she's like, I don't know if I want to go there. And then we were looking at Texas. She wants to be in mountains. So I sent her some pictures of mountains, and it's way out in the west. She's like, there's no trees. I'm like, no kidding. And it still gets to be 110 degrees. It's called high desert. So she wants to be close. She wants to be no more than like 3 hours from Richmond, because that's where her. Sorry, I'm connecting to the VPN. So most likely east of Charleston, maybe Beckley area, maybe because like when I went out to see you guys over in Roanoke, is it 420 or 240 or whatever that U.S. highway is? There's a little bit south, and it goes straight across to 77.
Yep.
There were some nice areas out there that weren't too bad. Some converted farmland,
But
I have family.
We're not even 3 hours away from Richmond.
I know. So most likely on that side of the state, not the other side. I'm trying to go a little bit further north because if I do want to ski or something, you got snowshoe, and then there's I forget the name of it, Timberline, I think, is one that Perfect North. They bought them 2 years ago now. So I can switch patrols very easily because that's actually under the same purview. So same management. In fact, there's
a place just in Princeton called Winter Place or Wintergreen.
There's Wintergreen that's right off the interstate there.
Yeah.
Just south of the end of it's like the turnpike ends and then the next exit's where you get off.
I've been there a couple times. That place is pretty cool.
I went there when my nephews were little, and it was so funny watching my youngest nephew when he was a little. He didn't care about rules and stuff like that. He was so small, he could walk underneath the line, like the ropes and stuff like that.
Yeah,
he'd take his little sled and just skip the entire huge line going up the sled. He just walk underneath the ropes and slide down, walk underneath the ropes and go past everybody and go back up.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't realize we kept staying in the line. He only got to ride a few times, but Mason just kept walking and circling around.
Yeah, I didn't realize how close off the interstate that place is because years ago when we were going to the beach, we stayed. I think it was coming back. There's that Super 8 or there was some hotel. It's at there's the one exit with all the crap, and then you go a little further north, and there's an exit with I think there's a Lion's Den and there's a hotel. That's it. That was a really cheap hotel, so that's where we stayed. And the guy was talking about that Winter Place was pretty close, but when I went to visit you guys, there was still snow on there, and so I could actually see it. And I went to that last. On the turnpike, the last toll booth, and then I could see it, and then I drove right past it. And yeah, I think the area may be part of what you're talking about there. I noticed I don't know if it was the beginner area or just where they had the tubing stuff. It was pretty close to the interstate. I think you could throw snowballs onto the interstate if you tried. You'd probably get in serious trouble, but yeah,
we had so much fun. I went snowboarding my first year, and I could not snowboard. Probably about 20 feet at a time.
No, it's my kids did it for a while, and then you want to kind of learn to ride your heel side edge, and you go straight, and then heel, and then the toe side is usually the one that people stop.
I gave up on it. I just figured I'd just go skiing.
Yeah, they don't have a throttle and brakes. I don't like to ride it.
Dude, if you move somewhere like that where we can drive up there, me and Tommy will come up there and we'll go skiing.
So, because Timberline is further north. It's north of even Snowshoe. It's closer to. It's kind of up there in West Virginia where Virginia and Maryland come together. It's not quite as far as Harper's Ferry. It's not that far east.
Are you trying to get closer to Prime?
I thought he was further south than that.
Yeah, he's in Virginia Beach.
But you know, somewhere in there would put us close enough to my wife's mother and sister, and not too far from my parents either. But it's something we've been talking about for years, and she was like, "Are we going to do this or not? Because if not, then I'm not. I'm going to go visit my mom, and I'm not coming back." Because I don't want to live in Virginia.
Talking
No,
about foreshadowing.
it sucks.
Right. It's like you got those 4 counties around DC need to just be their own state because they run everything.
In some places in West Virginia, though, you can ride the 4-wheelers on the road.
Hey, but truth be told, though, they're trying to make DC its own state.
Yeah.
Yeah, but DC's on the other side of the river.
Oh,
The government gave the land on the Virginia side back a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
I wish
It took a big square on both. You know, it was a big square parcel on both sides. Yeah, and it's not supposed to. I don't know how they're going to do that without a constitutional amendment.
they can. It's not meant to be.
No, it's specifically set aside to not be its own state. It's
Yeah.
not even supposed to have its own rule. Congress is actually supposed to govern DC, and they gave them self-rule, I forget how many decades ago, and it's just gone to hell since then.
No, they need to split California.
Yeah,
Make
into the
California
ocean.
2 states.
Yeah, right into the ocean.
Right into the ocean.
No, but
Lex Luthor did nothing wrong.
but seriously, I would love for the Appalachian Mountains to be the dividing line between West Virginia and East Virginia.
Well, you got aren't there 2 mountain ranges there? Because in Roanoke, right there, like where we were standing, I think that's one range of mountains.
Well, it's all of the Appalachian Mountains, but it
Okay.
is the Blue Ridge and the Shenandoah.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm just saying, give all the Appalachian Mountain,
I reckon once
that
you get
line
to,
over.
was it Charlottesville? Where is that? Where it's east of 81, but you got to go up and over that big mountain. That's where Jefferson had Mount Monticello. Is
Yeah.
that Charlottesville?
Yeah,
I think you get about 30 miles east of that, and that ought to be the cutoff. Because you start to get the uplift, right? It starts to get hilly, starts to get uplift. You get past Charlottesville, and then you got to go up over that ridge.
Keep the high ground. Keep the high ground.
high ground.
Yeah, leave the Piedmont in the Tidewater.
To the
that's-
hippies.
Right, because sorry, Prime, you're still in the Tidewater.
Yeah, we have to get him. We'd have to bring him up here because I don't want nothing to happen to him.
Yeah, all that sandy soil, they can grow all the pot they want. Well, actually, it grows
they're
better
not
in the
necessarily
mountains.
grow all that. They're gonna. They'll probably be underwater one of these days.
Yeah.
You ever hear about that? Where the people talk about the oceans rising?
2 millimeters. Do you know what the margin of error is on the equipment they use to measure ocean levels?
No.
2 millimeters. So it's well within the margin of error. There is a metal plate that was put on the Australian beaches at landing. It's still above waterline, so the oceans have not risen in 200 something years.
Have you heard the conspiracy theories about the Earth's axis rotating or moving the axis, and it's going to cause an ocean shift?
Good. Totally destroy the planet. Good. The Great Reset.
there's actually evidence in the ocean bed sediments, like the fossil records. The poles do shift every so many thousand years.
Yeah, they were talking about like that's the reason why that they haven't fixed Flint, Michigan's water problems. There's the Flint, Michigan, and a lot of that's going to be underwater anyway. So what's the point of fixing it?
Hey, Flint chose to change their water where it was coming from and have it come out the river. That was their own damn fault. So,
But
The
no.
magnetic
I thought it
north
was the
actually
piping.
moves all the time.
But I thought it was the pipings. That was the reason why Flint, Michigan's water is so bad because of the pipes.
no, there was a lot that went on, dude. It's a whole big thing. But the people chose to do this because it would be cheaper on their taxes. So instead of redoing the water, they did that. I mean, all our infrastructure is crap. to begin with.
Oh,
We haven't
yeah.
worked on infrastructure in decades.
But I just thought it was funny because they were talking about how
No, that's not true. We've been spending trillions of dollars on infrastructure. It's just we build it in the standards are so horrible. We might as well just put the money into a hole.
Yeah, might as well
Well, that's
burn
the problem.
it because
They
it'd be,
They
it'd be
take the
more
lowest
productive.
bidder. They don't get to like the best quality work. They'll take the lowest bid.
Yeah, and the lowest bidder with the lowest quality products.
Look at it this way: when Reader's Digest figures out your scam, and they published it in the late '80s, that's bad. It's kind of like the corn. It's like the ethanol nonsense. The best article that I read about it, about how much it was stupid and how much it takes 1.1 gallons of energy to produce 1 gallon of fuel, was in Rolling Stone.
Fellas and friends and family.
So when Rolling Stone figures out your bullshit, you're pretty bad. And so it's I agree in some part, Adam, but it's like we spent a lot of money on it, but we do it in a manner to guarantee in 5 years it has to be fixed. In almost every state, watch when they build. They'll build a brand new part of a highway, and it's smooth as silk. And 2 years later, you can't even tell they were there.
They had an issue like in Tennessee when I was going to East Tennessee State University. They must have had like one of the worst contractors to bid on, like stretched repaving from Bristol on 81 to South City. It took like 2 years for them to repave that one section of road.
It's still pretty rough.
Yeah.
Isn't it like concrete? No, that's wait.
No, it was just asphalt.
Oh no, that's right. It's North Carolina.
North
Carolina has concrete highways and they suck.
Yeah. Well, I lived in Knoxville, so I met my wife in 1990, and she went between the semester. She went back home to Richmond, and we moved away in '97. So we drove the stretch of 81 from Knoxville all the way up to 64 several times a year for 7 years. And it was amazing how long they were doing construction. And you'd go through, and then like you said, 2-3 years. And then the next year it'd be, they're not doing construction. And then the next time we went up, it was all beat to hell. And then they're doing construction again. And now in North Carolina on Interstate 40, but once you get over the state line between there and Asheville, the problem there is the mountains keep moving and it keeps getting rock slides and stuff. But yeah, it's amazing. It's like I said, they'll take years to do 6 miles, and you don't even have to have heavy truck traffic on there. But that's part of the Reader's Digest article that it's been the late 80s, but they were talking about how per mile, now granted, this is obviously 30 years ago, but the U.S. would, so in Europe, in general, they were spending 4 times as much per mile to construct the road, but the U.S. was spending 10 times as much as Europe on average per mile to maintain the road.
But that's like Interstate 81 has been under construction for like 20 years.
Yeah,
it's bad.
Yeah,
they've been wanting to widen it, which they should have widened it from the beginning. My dad said that when they were building it, they were like, they won't get enough traffic to be 3 lanes wide, so we'll just keep it 2.
Well, south of you guys, where I crossed over that, you go towards Virginia Tech, that's a lot wider than it used to be. It's separate
lanes. That's the bypass, 460 bypass road.
Yeah, and I was really amazed with that. But yeah, we don't use the right type of concrete. We use low bid contractors. There's a lot of union work involved, and a lot of contractors will go mysteriously bankrupt in the middle of a project.
You got your safety officers who have to inspect everything every 3 days, so they stop every 3 days.
Yeah, and I don't know what they're inspecting because we use we use porous concrete, so water gets in. It's like we build these things as if everything is in South Texas, where they get one hurricane a year every few years, and that's the rainfall, not ice and snow and everything else.
We had about like a hurricane storm just blow through here on Tuesday?
Yeah.
Monday. Yeah, we lost power for like hour, like from 2 o'clock to 10 o'clock at night.
Seth, what are you looking at? I hear my voice.
I know. Like I clicked one thing and it started playing, and I clicked it like 8 times to try to get it off.
Hey, Rue, in Australia,
Phrasing.
y'all have to get y'all's car inspected.
Yeah, we've got you've got the general inspection when you register. Then you've got every 5 years on newer cars, but anything over, I think anything built prior to 86, I think it is now subject to annual pollution tests too.
Oh, well, they want like our vehicles. Virginia don't do a pollution test.
Yeah.
Half our vehicles wouldn't be very good on their roads, man. Couldn't park in a lot of spots. We got big ass American cars.
We used to do an e-check thing around here, and it was just Hamilton County. And of course, more than half of the automobiles come from outside the county or outside the state, since we're right there on the Kentucky, Indiana, Cincinnati's right there on the line. And then 80% of the truck traffic comes from all, 75 is Interstate 75 is one of the most heavily truck trafficked sections of highway in the country. And so it really didn't do jack crap, but line the pockets of the bureaucrats' buddies. It's, it's kind of like our streetcar. It's amazing how city council, labored over for months of where to run the streetcar and all kinds of ideas, but all their friends magically bought the right properties when they were low in value until it was announced and then sold over the next few weeks. It was like they had, tarot cards or crystal ball or something. They just had this feeling that these dilapidated buildings were going to be valuable in 6 months. It was all magical.
And Chicago, you wonder why large areas of Chicago are allowed to dilapidate and crime is allowed to thrive.
Now, see, we have to put an inspection sticker. We used to have to put another sticker. What was that sticker we used to have to put in our cars?
Well, wasn't it
sticker?
Didn't you have a property tax too on your car?
That was the county.
You still have it, but if they, instead of having to go get the sticker and that, it's actually you just pay the property taxes now.
Okay.
Or you can't get your tag stickers.
Mm-mm.
Yep.
No, they garnered that. No, this year they garnished people's wages.
Tags are vehicle registration.
Yeah, but
that's not personal property tax.
You getting it?
That's not personal property tax, though.
Yeah, but if you don't pay your personal property tax, they'll hold you from getting them stickers.
They run your plates. They can tell if you've paid your taxes or not, though. It's tied into the
everything's linked, and it has been since the 80s.
See, around
Ever
here,
since they got their hands. Since they get their hands on computers,
a fishing license, they'll take your driver's license.
Now, I can talk about this stuff all night, but since we're a pop culture show, we probably should move on from the old man talk.
Yeah.
Pop culture sucks balls. Okay, back to the old man talk. Oh,
yeah, we just talk about whatever. I mean, it's not any specific kind of thing. We're just kind of.
Yeah. All right. I got to go get on my other call, so see you guys later.
Are you coming back?
Huh?
Are you coming back?
We'll see.
Well, it depends on how the meeting goes.
I mean, if this goes well and we're done by 11, maybe. But if it goes to hell and we're still on at 2:30 in the morning, then no.
Yeah, I'm not waiting up for you.
All right, bye.
2:30 in the morning, you'll be able to make it to coffee and gaming.
Hey, he probably would.
Because
that'll be in just a little while.
Have anybody watched the Bad Batch on Disney Plus yet?
No, I heard it was bad.
No.
So
I haven't watched it yet. So
people have said no. Even the woke crowd have said no.
Well, somehow they got a female clone now. It kind of breaks the whole thing. They're clones. They should all be the same.
No, you could. It would be more feasible for a female clone than it would be for a female to make a male clone.
Right, but remember, the clones are all Django, right?
Yes, but a man holds the X and Y chromosome. So you can pull the X or Y chromosome and put it
technically that's
it's easier to remove than it is to add to genetic engineering. So yeah, if you start with a male, it's easy to pull the plug on on the
Of course, the
genes.
whole Bad Batch is kind of dumb concept anyway, because if you can clone troopers with superhuman strength, why wouldn't you do that with the entire army? 'Cause one of the troopers actually is strong enough to pick up a troop transport by himself and turn it over.
Well, the whole idea originally was that they did have ranks of the clones. They had your general trooper, then you had your your sergeants, and then you had the dark trooper. But the thing is, they said, "Oh, this is too complicated. This is too complicated," and George threw out a lot of that lore, and now they're trying to put it back in.
Now, has anybody seen the Invincibles or Invincible?
Invincible and Prime, yeah, that's great.
I really want to watch it.
On because I keep seeing
Prime?
clips, but I can't find
Amazon Prime.
Prime.
Okay, I got Prime.
See, I didn't bother with the Bad Batch because we already had the Bad Batch when they relaunched the Clone Wars. And then it's like, okay, or the last season. And then it's like, oh, now we did a movie of this. I'm like, yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, it's
one of the things too with
a rehash.
One of the things with Invincible too, they did change some stuff to make it more diverse, but they didn't make it part of the story. They didn't ram it down your throat. They just added because the original comic book was started like in the early 2000s, so they changed some things for the animated series, but that's not the driving force of the series. It's just been changed.
Now, has anyone seen the new show on Netflix called Jupiter's Legacy?
I have not. I've heard.
No, I don't watch Netflix because it's full of gay stuff.
Yeah.
And we're demonetized. Have you seen this?
At least
What's wrong with it? It's the verse. It's the verse.
Mace Windu sitting there like, I'm intrigued.
Yeah, it's got a gay black man. It's got a alien.
It's got a flasher.
Did you assume that Jedi's gender?
That's the LBGQ character.
We had 6 people watching. Now we're down to 5, I guess, because I called something gay. Whoops.
It's all Tommy's fault. He had to bring up that show.
It is Tommy's fault.
Netflix.
Everything. You had to mention Netflix, Tommy, and somebody tuned out. You know how people feel about it.
Seinfeld for millennials. Dude, no, stop it. I hate it.
I could. They are so. Yeah, well, they panded so hard.
Looks kind of cool. I dig the hair, but that's it. Everything else looks so stupid. My eyes.
The only thing I can say about Netflix, though, is at least they put more than one episode at a time.
Sometimes.
Like when it comes out, it's out. At least one season.
They actually do have some series that's released weekly.
Yep.
Do they?
Yep. So a lot of them are adopting that model now with releasing a episode a week, which is completely to me. I hate that. If it's a streaming service, just go ahead and release them all.
Yeah.
See, Amazon did that originally, and when they found, and Disney Plus had the same thing. They found when they dropped bad shows, people just race to the end and spoil it for everybody else, and they lose their viewership. But if the show is good, it wouldn't matter. People watched anyway. It's just they know when they know somebody's going to review it on YouTube, call it out, say what the ending is, and if the people don't like that show, they tune out because they don't want to find out what's going to happen.
Well, my whole thing is the beauty of having the whole season on there is there's some people that don't have a lot of time, but sometimes they get like a weekend.
Yeah, they weekend watch. Yeah.
But the reason why I think the reason why a lot of people are starting to do more of the weekly releases is because it gets your show talked about longer.
That's the Marvel plan. That's the Marvel plan right there.
by doing that, they try to force it to be a trending topic.
Yeah.
You know, more.
Yeah, Stranger Things.
Get ready to cut the cord.
Well, Stranger Things kids are they can't. They're going to have to go to college for too long.
Yeah.
They've already been in high school too long. Come on. You think they really care at this point?
Babylon B report. Have you seen this? This is hilarious. CIA replaces waterboarding with 12-hour lectures on intersectional feminism.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
I think that would be against the Geneva Convention on torture.
Cruel and unusual punishment. Yeah. That's the CIA for you.
Oh, crap. Wrong button.
Pop culture may be going to hell, but I think a lot of people are making money now talking about how it's going to hell. So I don't think the companies care. They just, their attention, can we say it, their attention horse at this point, because that's all they are. They're not entertainers.
Man, I want movies like Rambo.
I like Lisco, Virginia is like, yeah, senior things.
Yeah.
That's my mom.
And I says, Mom.
Sorry, sis, Mom.
Like, I'm sorry that. What'd y'all think of the Mortal Kombat movie?
Awful.
Actually,
the main character ruined the entire movie because they made it up for. If you're going to make up a character for a action movie, don't make them boring as all get out. The character was just so uninteresting.
Other than that, I'd say it was a 5. I mean, it's just there. You know,
it's just middle of the road.
Yeah, watch once. It's a watch once.
Yeah, I watched it once. I have no desire to watch it again. No, I wouldn't mind go watching. Hi, sis, Mom. Hello. I wouldn't mind watching the original again because that one was entertaining.
There was a series.
Yeah, there was a
whack cartoon series.
A real series.
A live action.
There is a live action. Yeah, and it blew.
Jerry Ryan was Sonya Blaze.
Yeah, there's lots of Mortal Kombat series that they've done. You know, animated series that were pretty, or cartoons. The beginning of stuff. I mean, there's a lot of Mortal Kombat stuff out there.
What they should have done for a nice nod to the original Mortal Kombat series, got the actor who played Liu Kang in the original movies to be Raiden.
Yes.
Yeah.
That would have been cool.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, there was a Scorpion animated movie that came out before this, and it was really good. And then I see this movie, and I'm like, yeah, man, I'm not feeling it. Like, there were bits from the animated movie in this movie, and then take the very first movie and add some of the fights and the gore from the new movie, and there you go.
Well,
Here's
here's
the
my
back
problem
the
with it.
hamster ball.
Is they try to pull what DC tried to pull. They try to give everybody a background story in one movie, so you don't link with one character, and it's boring.
Right.
When they said Sonya was in Gary, Indiana, I'm like, people don't live in Gary, Indiana, so no.
I think would have been a more interesting plot point too if Cole was supposed to be Scorpion's descendant, and he was a horrible character anyway. What they should have done is have him be killed, and basically like his death causes a resurrection of Scorpion.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like have like a pool of blood up, then Scorpion rise out of the blood. That would have been a lot cooler than actually.
Well, they originally what was it, at 10 or 11, they did have undead characters, so it makes sense.
Yeah. Well, Scorpion is an undead character,
It's
so
a scene.
Yeah, but I mean, they didn't talk about him being undead until later in the series.
it's how much for your children?
How much for How much for your child? Sell me your daughter.
How much for all the women?
How much for
your wife?
Sell me your daughter.
See, Adam's not really in America. He's in Marrakesh, and he's a
Here
dealer.
comes. Here
And
he
he's a
comes.
female dealer. Yeah, he deals in females. That's a fez, not a hat.
Well, I had something cool happen with the last toy review I did with the Lady Death Legacy Series figure, the actual designer of the toy actually commented and liked the review.
Oh, that's cool.
Here it goes. How much food you got there? Send me. How much food you mean? Johnny, you ever seen that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I saw
You know how
it
many
once
times
and
that this
didn't
movie's
know
been
why
on in the
yet.
background as we've done streams? Very many.
Crazy.
He's got that movie on a digital loop. It just keeps going.
Yep.
Oh, squirrel!
No, what would have been cool if the Descendant actually got the Scorpion power.
Private dining rooms are available.
That would have been better too.
Oh no, I thought it was supposed to be 5 years. Didn't you get 5 years? No, sir, not you. And your name, sir? Rizzolo for 8 at 11:30. Thank you. Mr. Atlas, how marvelous it is to... Why, have they been disturbing you?
No. It's just that, well, frankly, they're offensive.
They smell.
Smelling. I mean, they're
Cancel culture.
bad.
Excuse me, sir. I'll see if I can locate another table for you.
Thank you.
How much for the little girl? The women. How much for the women?
What?
Your women. I want to buy your women, the little girl, your daughters. Sell them to me. Sell me your children. Melody. Melody.
He eats off his plate.
Well, let's
There you go. How much for you want?
make that movie today because it's standing up to cancel culture.
Right? Oh man, I love it. I love it.
Cancel culture in the back right now, complaining.
Oh yeah. Well, we tell them, see that volcano over there? Just climb up to the top and see it. Look way down over the edge. Little more. That's it. There's the manager. He's the guy in the red suit in the middle of the lava lake. Swim towards the lava center.
How do you feel about how the Mortal Kombat they got their powers?
Well, that's the thing. They were granted their powers by individual gods that they were supposed to represent, but they started cutting out half the backstory in Mortal Kombat 3 just to keep, because people complained not enough action in the gameplay. But yeah, there was starting way back in the originals that they did start talking about the individual gods and how every player had sponsors and they got their powers from their sponsors, and then different backstories started to appear. They really didn't develop the lore until I think like 6. Like they had a few movies under their belt and they said, "Oh, we better actually develop the lore."
Well, the problem I had was like the first Mortal Kombat. Yeah, there was some like the live action movie.
Yeah,
the one I remember didn't have a lot of CGI, and I actually liked it better than this. 90% of it seemed like it was CGI.
Well,
can't be told about the second. That was a CGI schlock fest.
the first one, like the budget, well, the CGI just wasn't really there for a movie like that, which actually helped the movie a lot. Practical effects, the best movies nowadays is a good mix blend between practical effects and CGI.
Yeah.
You go full on CGI and you get the Rock from Scorpion King who looks like a video game character.
Yeah. But the bad part is the technology's there to make a good CGI. They just don't want to.
We have seen good CGI, and we haven't recognized it as CGI. But the problem is, so many companies, as you said, it's the lowest bidder, not the best who gets the job.
Depending on the type of movie company you're dealing with, yeah, it's going to be a low bidder unless you got like Disney money to throw money in the wind.
Yeah, but Disney in-house and a lot of their in-house is the lowest. So,
yeah. But now movie studios are starting the campaign. If you don't like the movie, there's something wrong with you. It's you're some kind of istophobe.
Yeah.
You know, no, it's just a horrible movie. You're an istophobe because if you don't.
Tommy's an istophobe, not us.
Tommy definitely.
Tommy's fault.
Tommy definitely. Tommy's problematic. He's toxic white male.
Toxic. Hey, Tommy, what do you see on your screen?
It looks like the hood to a vehicle.
The hood?
The roof.
Are you British, Tommy?
I was going to say bed, but yeah, I don't know about hood, but yeah.
It looked like
well, it's a cargo lock.
Well, the roof of a car is called a hood in Europe.
It's these hooks are mounted into the frame.
Hook, yeah.
He's going to destroy something again, isn't he?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes, he is.
More perfectly perpendicular loop.
This cat, he's got a front.
We might have done some extra things to this truck to make it different than your normal Hilux.
We put this lovely barricade on the front. It's freaking solid.
More hooks.
Jump up and down on it. But what are these? Why does it have loops that are really sturdy on it? I put this. The frame doesn't come this low. These are extra frame rails. So those come down.
My father had a Hilux.
If I wanted to, I could just scoop it right up with something. It also has these coming through the bed in the back, going off the frame. So it's got 4 perfectly perpendicular loops. Think of me as more of a tester.
This cat he's done got a helicopter, and he's gonna see how far he can drop it.
That's actually been done.
Dropping a Helix.
Yeah, I have seen it. I have seen it. Yeah, in the 80s and in the 90s, people used to drop cars from helicopters.
Well, Top Gear. I mean, not Top Gear. Mythbusters.
Yeah, Top Gear. Yeah, Mythbusters. Yeah, Mythbusters did in the 90s, I think.
Hey Seth, I dropped something in private chat that happened. I figured you might. It's about I got your hat. If you get what I mean. Do you know what that phrase is from?
Do what I do best.
Flood, you really want to take them both on at the same night?
Absolutely easy. You got 2 fake fighters. Fake fighters.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.
Right here, please.
Yep.
What am I waiting for?
Oh, right there. Go back a little bit. Go back. Right there. Click it right there.
Absolutely. Let's do it.
Let's make it happen.
Yes, sir. Get the paperwork for this bum.
Get Al Hammond.
Absolutely. I don't need Al Hammond.
Let me call Al Hammond.
I'm my own boss. I'm my own boss.
One night. Got your hat.
Keep watching.
Got your hat.
Watch out.
Let it go. Chill. Hey, knock it off. Respect me.
What in the world?
That's a famous YouTuber.
Yeah, I know that.
Oh, is that Jake Paul?
Yeah.
If he gets in the ring with a real boxer, he'll get killed.
He did.
All over a hat.
Why would you disrespect me?
But the last, you stupid cunt.
Just let him beat the heck out of Jake Paul.
Just put him in the ring, man. Come on.
You said, got your hat.
This guy's never had a big brother, has he?
Well, he was messing with the dude the whole day. Like the dude was on stage on a platform, and he went by and untied his shoes. And goes, "Dude, your shoes is untied." Did it on purpose. Was literally messing with him the whole day, and then he goes to the camera, and goes, "Watch, I'm going to take his hat."
He's never had a little brother. Yeah, it's like he's like never been the middle child. He's got a little brother and a big brother in the form of Logan Paul, and the only way you deal with him is just put him in the ring, smack him once, let him drop to the floor, and then you say, "Ha, got your back." That's it.
Everybody wants to be a boxer until you get punched in the face.
That's it. That's it. Everybody wants it until they get it.
But ain't he been winning some of his fights? Like, didn't he get good on some of his fights?
Who?
The YouTuber guy.
Yeah, he actually is a he's a what is it? Just above featherweight. He is actually not.
His last fight was basically a rigged fight.
Yeah,
he's business partners. He was business partners with the guy, and that MMA guy had already retired from MMA. He's a business partner, and he lost.
Yeah, he's won a few and lost most.
So he made more money in that fight after his retirement than he did in his entire career of MMA.
No one was injured. It looks like it's this guy's first time at the airport.
It's his first time at the airport.
I've never been to the airport.
Is he riding through? He's scanning himself through luggage. He now has cancer.
Sir, your testicles disappeared off the X-ray machine. Why did you do that?
He has just won the Darwin Award for.
He's like, "Hey, happy birthday!"
Nearly hit a bird approaching an airport in Italy.
Quack.
That wasn't even close.
Almost.
Like that.
Nearly hit the bird.
I wanted to see like helicopter stuff. Like, I clicked on it because it was a helicopter dropping cargo.
Wow.
I like the footage when they have the shutter speed of the modern cameras matching the rotation of the rotors, so it looks like the rotors are not even moving and the helicopter's taking off.
Yeah.
I forget the actual technical name for that. It's the synchronization with the shutter with the rotor.
I know what you mean, but yeah, I don't know what the name of it is. But yeah, they've
Smarter Every Day, like the YouTube channel, actually had a video on that a while back. I watched.
Yeah, they got these smart cameras. They can take motion movement without blurs. I mean, they're talking about taking pictures at so many fractions of a second. And they they're attached to memory boxes because they take so many pictures every time you click. And they go. We featured one on Mythbusters where they took pictures of shooting into the pool. Show you that 50 cows and 9 mils both hit the water and both slow down the next to nothing. You know, all this vit through the water is bullshit.
Right. Yeah, because they were doing it, I think, off of movie stuff, weren't they?
Yeah, that's when they went through their season of movie myths. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah.
Yeah. Got the 50 cal out like huge Barrett. Boom. And it just got.
McGregor sends message to Jake Paul saying, "I'll fight you."
Oh yeah, of course. And Jake is like,
yeah. Jake don't want none of that. I'm sorry. There's no way.
But anybody 2 grades higher than you is likely to cream you, even if you've won a lot of fights.
Yeah.
Because simply they can absorb the damage. Whatever damage you can dish out, they can absorb.
I mean, you're saying he's like featherweight, you know what I mean? So
that's right.
Yeah.
But McGregor, he's like a torpedo. When he throws in punches, like he's all in it.
Yeah, he's tight. Yeah, you got to be tight. The higher you go, the tighter you. You have to really land in that. Otherwise, you're just going to get creamed. You do a wide swing and your arm's going to be broken, son.
Whoops.
Now, see those hooks? That is what, yeah, those hooks
That's
on the top of the container, those are the same hooks on the Hilux. Now, the Hilux, the reason why they got the hooks on the front bar, that's when they load them onto the ships. They put the hooks in and drag them into the ships. They don't drive them on. That's what the hooks on the front of the Hilux are for, to load it onto the ship. That's all they're there for.
Now, there was a hospital near us that near me, Seth, and Collector Express. And
Good night, Seth's mom.
Huh?
Good night, Seth's mom.
Good night, Seth's mom.
Good night, Seth's mom.
It was at hospital called Roanoke Memorial. They had a helicopter break down on the platform, and so they had to get a military helicopter to hook up to it to drive it off the platform and put it in the parking lot.
Well, since Seth decided that we're cousins, I guess I should say night, Auntie.
So I don't know if this is a rumor or not. A lot of people are complaining about the new Thor movie, what they're going to do to Thor.
Well, they're saying two things. You've got one camp that says now they're throwing in a bunch of characters that has nothing to do with Thor, and the other half is saying, yeah, Lady Thor was a bad series. I don't like where this is headed.
Well, no, they were talking about the way they're going to make him, because he was Fat Thor. Now they're going to remake him again.
Yeah, he's going to be. Yeah, they already said that they're not going to do the TV. They're not going to do the whole montage of his recovery.
Yeah,
but
which is fine. We don't need to see him thinning down. Although I kind of liked him as Fat Thor, but you thin him down somewhat to make him look more like his old man.
Just give him more muscle.
Well, he's jacked right now too. He's doing the Hulk Hogan bio picture.
Yeah, that's why they're not going to redo anything. They're just going to say, "Oh, he got."
He's the most bulked he's ever been in his life to do the Hulk Hogan bio picture.
So they need to make him King Thor. That's the strongest version of Thor. Make him King Thor.
But that's not woke.
You have to have Jane Foster be able to pick up Mjolnir and be able to become, a female version of Thor, man.
Well,
how could you become a female version of Thor when you can't even pick up the 3-pound prop?
Well,
hey man, they did it in the
Strange
cartoons.
was supposed to be in WandaVision.
But they didn't want a toxic white male mansplaining.
No, they said they didn't want another white man to save the day.
That was. I'm sorry. The original was, and they changed the article twice already. The original was, we did not want a toxic white male to come and mansplain to Wanda, and then they changed it that he was unavailable, which was a big lie, because now we find out that actually some of the scenes were shot in studio. So everything is just can't trust Disney.
Well, I mean, even the actor that played Falcon, that's now the new Captain and Falcon America, as I call him, even he's saying there's going to be more of this shit coming up in all the new movies. Like they're not going away. They're going to be aiming for your LGBTQ IRS BS. They're going to be aiming for political correctness BS.
And yeah. Now the thing is,
don't realize is Doctor Strange was taught by a female. She taught him.
The problem, circle back with that. The only reason she is female is because they didn't want to offend China, and they decided to go woke with making her female. The ancient one was from Tibet, and he's a male Tibetan monk.
Yep,
I did not know that.
China does not recognize Tibet, and they so.
Yep.
They changed it to appease China, or as someone would say, China.
Panda. China. China panda.
China.
China. Disney likes to make sure China's happy.
Always.
Yeah,
More than
because Disney gets to put more movies on the table for China's perusal than the other studios get.
Some of the stuff these movie companies and stuff do makes no sense in a financial standpoint too. Like we're talking about Netflix.
Yeah.
There's a series I watched it and it wasn't really good, but it's the story of like a house husband thing where like on China it's a Yakuza from Japan mafia decided because he's left the life and become a house husband. They took the time, instead of not just airing it in China, they edited out all his tattoos and all the scenes when you don't have a shirt on. Seems like it would have been cheap, been more budget friendly, just not even to show the show. Just don't have it in China because we don't have some shows over in Europe and other countries. Just don't have that series in China. Seems like it would have been more budget. Surely there's not that many people in China want to watch a show about a reformed Yakuza becoming a house husband.
You know, I think secretly they're all invested in VPN. They do horrible crap to get you to VPN to a good show, where they show the good shows. Yeah. Otherwise, it's Tommy's fault. It's Tommy's fault. They couldn't show them without shirts on.
Huh?
He gets overheated.
What you laughing at?
Nothing.
Oh, now we need to know.
See, I told you he's in the comfort position. Once he's bottled,
it's Tommy's fault.
Yeah, it's Tommy's fault. Men without shirts. Yeah.
Everybody point at Tommy.
Yep.
Everybody point at Tommy.
You fixed it.
I was pointing at my name and then pointing at Tommy so you'd look at his name.
And I was doing like this right here.
Oh, I didn't see it.
I was pointing at it.
Yeah.
He fixed it.
It was Anita Johnson.
He needs a Johnson. Poor Tommy needed a Johnson, man.
Lord have mercy.
Oh, this is funny.
And you know what's really weird? A lot of people have started to notice that companies who aren't woke are making money. When they asked Games Workshop to make female space marines, they said, "Go away."
Go away.
They actually tweeted, "Go away."
Go in there.
I sent you something that applied to Americans.
Go away now.
Were we talking about Mortal Kombat?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, back with Mortal Kombat. They should have said that way back in the beginning.
No, what would have been cool is if instead of, I know it looked cool him getting his arms ripped off and they put these little tiny thin robot arms on him, but then it turns out his power is robot arms. I'm like, wait, that don't make sense. It's like, how'd they know his power is going to be robot arms?
Well, maybe it's only robot arms because his arms got ripped off. If they had been his regular arms, it'd have been different. Know what I mean?
So what
he'd been like Popeye if he still has real arms.
Though, is when he got his power, you just see the skin turn into metal.
That's what I said. They in the original law, the individual fighters were supposed to each have a sponsor who decided what their powers were.
So what they could have done is like what Tommy was talking about. Basically, like he'd get like Colossus arms. The skin would turn metal.
Oh yeah. That's all right, Tommy. You know, whatever they come up with, they'll explain to us in the sequel.
Yeah, it looked cool. His arms getting ripped off because they were frozen. And don't get me wrong, but it makes no sense that he gets these tiny like T-Rex arms that can't lift a pebble, and then all of a sudden when his power kicks in, he's got these beefy electronic. Like that don't seem like a power. It's like I don't know.
Yeah, it does when you consider that some of them have some very supernatural powers.
Well, what was to me is that gaining arms, growing back, so a thing with that was actually makes more sense than being able to fabricate the original cybernetic arms in a cave with no technology whatsoever available.
Yeah.
But they built these actually built into the nervous system controllable arms. Even though they were thin and spindly, still that's less believable than him, the power getting the giant robot arms.
See, what would have been better for them is if they focused on Sub-Zero and Scorpion.
Or Jax didn't need to get
out of there. And
Jax didn't need to get his arms taken off in the first movie anyway. In his first game, he didn't have robotic arms.
Jacked. That was his original power. I was jacked. I got my superhero powers the American way, steroids.
What would have been funny if he was 500 pounds and he had the tattoo, and when he got his powers, he just got a 6-pack and really big arms.
Well, the second movie, they get, he had his arms, they had the cyborg arms, they got rid of the cyborg arms, had his regular, in the second Mortal Kombat movie that wasn't the greatest. But yeah, we always figured it was his clone that ripped his arms off. And then the Scorpion movie, the animated movie I was telling you about, Goro ripped his arms off. And I'm like, okay, yeah, that's something Goro would do. And then in the movie, it was, Sub-Zero froze him off. But I always assumed it was the other him that just, that was his fatality.
Well,
so back playing the arcade game, that was what we talked about back in MK2 days. Well, what do you think happened? When he got the cybernetic, we just figured that he did his.
It would have been better to have
he ripped off his arms.
It would have been better to have Jax versus Goro anyway, because those are two powerhouse characters. Have them fight and have them lose to Goro or not Sub-Zero. Have them fight in Sub-Zero and loses arms like ice, so that was kind of lame. It's just Then have Goro lose to Cole.
Now, what's his name? The one with electricity. I can't think of his name right now for some reason.
Right?
Why did he seem so weak in that movie?
Because he had to give up his powers of goddom.
No, not in that movie. That was in the last one.
But see, they carried a lot of stuff forward from 9, 10, 11, and 11. So, and they assumed people would know.
Yeah.
Hey, man, to me, it was just a reboot. So, they kind of rebooted the entire franchise because you had Liu Kang and Kung Lao. And so Raiden should have been a little bit more powerful, but unfortunately, he wasn't. Like you said, they did take stuff from the games.
Raiden gave up his power to compete in the tournament.
Yeah, that was already established. It was supposed to be established. See, the stuff that was supposed to be established law, they didn't touch, but anything that had lots of gaps in it. And the problem is, you've only got an hour and a half to do shit.
Unless you got one of them special names where you have a 4-hour movie, then you remake your movie.
Yeah.
The thing with having a movie about Mortal Kombat, the first movie got much better. They actually had a tournament.
Yeah, at least we had a tournament in Mortal Kombat, right?
The entire plot of this last movie was Outer Realm cheating and killing fighters. Seems like that would be completely against the rules, and they would automatically lose.
Hey. Outer Realm cheating. Hello, Etep.
What is going on, gentlemen? How are we doing this evening, man?
You just had to join because we harassed you all day, didn't you?
I had to. I was over. I popped on a birthday stream for a bit after I was done watching TV with the wife, and I'm like, I gotta go, guys. I got an anniversary stream to get to. Let me get my wine and say happy anniversary. 1 year to the men's room right here, gentlemen. Congratulations on 1 year, and here's to many, many more.
Yeah. Hey, man, you better be careful up there on that roof. I don't want you to get blown up.
Hey, I'm back here. I'm up on top of Johnny's building. I heard gunshots downstairs. I think he might have splattered his brains after he came on his bitch's dress. I don't know.
Well,
I'm just saying. I've seen the movie.
That looks like the rooftop in Independence Day where what's his name? Gold crap. I can't remember his name.
Jeff Goldblum.
Here.
Jeff Goldblum.
Wait, here. I can go here. We can do that one. I can go.
Hey.
We'll do that. Go to the Cobra Kai dojo, or
Dude, that's awesome.
we got.
Was that the final space bridge?
Which one? This one? That's that's
Oh,
Vader's. This is
okay,
Lord
yeah.
Vader's Star Destroyer. That's the deck
From,
up there. We could.
Was that the Family Guy version of it?
The Office. Nice.
Stanley's back there looking at hentai. Let's see. Wait, where else? We go to Geonosis. This one I like. This is the Orville. I like this one. Or we can go to the Island from Lost. We go to the Fandom Menace newsroom right here with you.
Dude, I love the memes.
I can put Jennifer Thomas up behind me, who's going to be on my show again very soon.
Nice.
I still wish she'd have came for your birthday to kick your ass.
Dude, if it was, I had to have a fucking shitty ass dental procedure done. That fucked me up. And I could not exactly get head scissored after what I had done to me. And it was funny too, because like the wife was like, I was like, you can come watch. She actually wants you to come watch. So I'm like, all right, she's gonna watch this fucking hot ass chick beat the shit out of me. Then she asked me to come to Vegas, and she's like, hey, would you? I was like, oh, I wish. I was like, girl, if I was not married, I would just come out there and live there and just let you beat me up every weekend and get paid for it. I don't give a fuck. I was like, it's just like being a wrestler. Just pin me, pay me. I don't give a fuck. I'll do the job. I'll put you over.
Yeah, I'm a professional. I'll wipe up the floor afterwards.
I got a question for you. Since you did that wrestling stuff,
yeah.
Did you get to watch that I Got Your Hat, Jake Paul?
I did not.
Jake Paul, or no, it was Logan Paul, grabbed Floyd Mayweather's hat right off his head.
Well, aren't they supposed to fight pretty soon?
I think so.
I think they got a fight lined up.
Who do you get your money on?
Fuck it, I'll take the Paul kid. All Mayweather does is run around. That motherfucker just backpedals the entire fight. Like his last fight with Pacquiao. All he did was backpedal the whole goddamn fight. Hit a couple shots, but I think Paul could overpower him. I mean, Mayweather's fast, but he's no spring chicken either. Yeah. So
put Paul in the ring with somebody light and fast like Costa Zeus' son. He'd tear him apart.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I don't. What's that? Oh, McGregor.
McGregor
Mayweather.
McGregor dominated him.
Who did McGregor? Who not? Didn't somebody knock McGregor out? Didn't he try to box somebody? Was it Mayweather?
Mm-hmm.
I know Conor McGregor fought somebody, got his ass knocked out.
I thought he fought. I thought the whole Conor McGregor Mayweather fight was what got Mayweather out of retirement.
I don't know. That's what I thought. I thought they fought already.
They may have.
Mayweather and McGregor? Yeah, they fought a long time ago.
Yeah, okay. That's I thought they did. All right.
And
it might just be because I'm half drunk. I don't know.
Of course, a professional boxer beat somebody that's used to doing MMA and trying to switch into a different genre. And
yeah,
that's going to happen.
Was raised as a boxer, but he's actually MMA trained. So, and he's lethal. He is lethal.
Well, I mean,
if you did like the reverse first in there, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Connor would have come in on top of that way because completely different fighting rules.
I figure muscle memory would have to come into play too. You would have to hold back from doing certain moves that you're used to.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A Thai Jiu-Jitsu master would actually destroy a boxer if there's no rule. If it's just going to be a fight and no rules.
But even
well, I'm going to rephrase that. If it's going to be, depends on how much speed and power the boxer has too.
So Pete, this picture was from this morning when I was messaging you during the stream.
Yeah,
dog's watching the stream.
That's fucking awesome. I told the wife when we come down to Indiana in July. I said, we got to stop and see Adam. I said we're gonna bring home a new wiener. She goes. She's like, it's funny because she's like, I'm slowly working her up to it because we got the dog now, the little black dog, and I got, the fucking chunk meat. She was like 18 pounds. I'm like, why not get a little lowrider too? I said, wouldn't that be fucking hilarious? I was like, the big fat ass cat chasing a little wiener dog puppy around the house. I'm working her up to it, man.
I know, man. That's all you can do, brother.
Honey, honey, I want to buy a new wiener. About time.
Yeah.
Oh.
Shit.
So now, quick question. Now, in the Mortal Kombat movie, the new one, the thing doesn't come out of Scorpion's hand, does it? It's beside it.
I haven't even seen it.
Oh.
I have not. Is Craig Robinson? I have not seen it. I have not seen it yet.
Do you have any interest in seeing it?
I actually do because I liked the 1995 when it was fun. It was campy, and I've heard this one is basically like just turn your brain off and fucking watch people fight. And yeah, I'm all right. I'm all right with that. I don't care. I like movies that I don't have to fucking.
It's not that entertaining in that way.
You grew up on the 80s and 90s cartoons. Turning off your brain, it comes naturally.
Yep.
The one from the 90s is much more entertaining, and actually, there's more fighting in the original one.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Like the fighting scenes. The last one's long, but the other fighting scenes like they ended instant.
See, that's disappointing. I gotta
mood player.
I gotta ask you guys: have you ever seen the movie Champions with Ken Shamrock's in it? Danny Trejo plays the bad guy. It's about an underground fighting tournament. Hang on, let me pull up. It's a campy ass like. God, when did it come out? I think it was like one of those mid to late 90s type fighting movies. I got to look it up because I can't remember the main character's name.
I've seen a lot of his movies. I can't remember it. But
it's fucking, dude, it was fucking hilarious. Let's see. Where the fuck? Oh, here it is. 1997. All right. Let me pull this up on the wiki page for it. Yep. It stars Louis Mandylor, Danny Trejo, and Ken Shamrock. Dude, it's like this underground MMA tournament. You got like Ken Shamrock is like the bad guy. He's like, because the main villain Danny Trejo is like holding his family ransom and shit, and he's got to try to win his freedom. And Louis Mandylor is like, they kidnap or they invite these fighters to this tournament, and you got like two hot chicks and then like these four dudes. And yeah, it's funny, dude. The one chick, she's like this banging ass like 5'8", 5'9", blonde, and she's fighting this like karate master, and she comes out across the ring, like they introduce him, she comes out and just fucking busts him in the back of the head. He turns around, I think he like kicks her and then like busts her nose and just like kills her, and she just drops in like 10 seconds. The fight's over. It was hilarious. It's like I want to like use that as a GIF or put it on Twitter and just watch these weirdos just melt down and be like, oh my god, this movie needs to be canceled. I'm like, barely anybody saw this movie. Fuck you.
It was.
But it's like, can you see them doing that in a movie today? Like you can't do that. You ever know? You notice that in all these movies, like look and see when you have like an intergender fight, how many times you see like 110-pound woman? Like I was laughing in Falcon and the Winter Soldier at this when Sharon Carter was killing all those dudes in that shipyard. I'm like, these are some like badass motherfucking assassins. Like I know she's trained and everything, but I'm like, in that one scene, like her and this dude are like, he's got the knife and she just like straight up out muscles him. I'm like, this guy's like 250 pounds.
The way they could save that, the way they could actually save that in the Winter Soldier, since the personality completely changed with Sharon Carter. Have her be a Skrull.
That's kind of what I've heard is, is she, a lot of fan theories on is she a Skrull or not, and that would be the only way to explain that. It really would.
The Secret Invasion would be a good storyline for the movies.
Well, they
got a show lined up for that.
12th.
I think.
I think it's the 12th. It comes after Ironheart, doesn't it?
Oh, Ironheart. Jesus Christ. I got called a racist over that one.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
And I got called. My video today got me ding, man. I got called a racist because I said nobody wants fucking Ironheart. Nobody wants Ironheart. Nobody bought the comic book. No, they shipped out. They shipped a bunch of them, but they didn't sell any of them.
The character was a psychopath in the comics. Literal psychopath. She overthrew a country, the leader of a country, because she said mean words. She went no government oversight whatsoever. Allow her to go in this country and overthrow. She went into Latveria when Dr. Doom wasn't in control of Latveria.
Mm-hmm.
She overthrew the actual leader of that country, and then she claimed she was the new queen of Latveria.
Jesus.
It's not how shit works.
No.
But in the comics, she was so brave for doing that. She's the bestest ever.
The bestest ever.
Oh yeah,
you overthrew
hate the name.
Sovereign country because you thought somebody said something mean.
He still hasn't used it, but it's sitting there somewhere.
She wanted to be oppressed by her teachers. She told her teachers growing up, treat me like oppress me.
What the fuck?
The character is super. The whole storyline is just insane for that character.
That's horrible writing.
It's Bendis. It's Bendis.
Brian. Is it Brian Michael Bendis? Is that who it is?
He created the character, and Riri is a slur toward mentally challenged people, and they named her Riri.
Fucking Riri Williams.
Now, the thing is, there was,
and that's his go-to thing now too, to make these super genius teenage girls, minority girls. When he went to DC, he's done the same thing. He's created some teenage super geniuses. She made made a little young child, minority child, used her mom's laptop and hacked a Green Lantern power battery.
Yes, I saw that. That's like the new Green Lantern. I'm like, so not only did they made this fucking black character a fucking thief. That's what. That's what they did. They made her a fucking thief.
She stole tech.
How this is a sentient AI powered computer power battery for a massively advanced technology that can use energy to make constructs with. That actually is an artificial intelligence. You're going to be able to access that with a standard laptop. A human-based laptop, completely different. There's no way in the world she would be able to even see the programming language.
She's the bestest ever. She can read every language because she's the bestest ever.
The writing is genius. I love it.
You can't just automatically go into. You can't go from different operating systems to one machine to the other. It's just you can.
No, I could give my 5-year-old. I'd be like, "Hey, write me a story," and he'd come up with something better than that.
But the Guardians are millions of years old. The Guardians are like millions and millions of years old, and their technology is super, super advanced. A 12-year-old kid on her mom's laptop is going to hack into a Green Lantern power battery.
Yeah, because she's the bestest ever.
Yeah,
it's the dumbest shit I've ever heard of in my life.
No, it's stunning and brave.
It is fucking completely stunning and brave.
Thank you, privilege.
But I don't know. I don't know if y'all have heard. Did y'all hear that they're making a Powerpuff Girls live action movie?
Yes, and after Batwoman gets canceled, I'm going to cover it for the channel because I'll need something to melt my brain because it looks fucking terrible. Holy shit, does it look bad? I was like, yes, CW is going to make something that's garbage tier. I need it, baby.
they're walking around.
Give me my fix.
They're saying that these girls don't even match your sleazy cosplayers, let alone they just that bad. There's
No, it looks terrible. It looks
I
terrible.
saw the pictures and I thought, no. This has got to be casting. This has got to be casting. Please don't tell me this is the the bloopers moment in casting. Please.
Yeah.
Please be the bloopers reel.
Didn't they get the guy from Scrubs to be the dad?
Yeah, the black.
I didn't read
the black guy from Scrubs. He's going to be.
Oh, Donald Faison.
Now I do like him as an actor.
Yeah.
So maybe he'll make it a little better, but I still see it being a disaster. They tried to do it in 2018.
Oh yeah, see, bad cosplay.
That's cosplay. That's not the series.
Yeah, that's not the series.
The cosplay looks better than the series.
It's more woke looking if you find the picture.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Fun University. Hello, Fun.
Just type in Powerpuff Girls live action movie.
I just did.
Well, I just found a picture.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
See, now see what I mean? It's
the only one that looks correct is the one of Bubbles.
Yeah.
But look at us.
Awesome,
She's funky. I could have hurt to play the little lady.
What kind of agent do you have? You go from a main character on a Marvel series, like Chloe Bennett. She played Quake on Marvel on the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yep.
Now she's going to be in a lame live-action Powerpuff Girls series on the CW that nobody will ever watch.
She's sitting there with her phone going, God, please, Marvel, call me, bring me into a movie. I got to be on this goddamn dumpster fire. Help me, Lord.
Oh, my God. So stunning and brave.
It's like, what the fuck is that thing on the end? What the fuck is that?
That is
Ruby
not
Rose's stand-in,
man.
That's Ruby Rose's stand-in.
I guess, man. Must be your stunt double, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Is that before or after the accident?
Is that the chick that gorilla glued her hair to her fucking head? Jesus Christ!
I don't understand the point of I don't even understand the point of the series. If you're going to do like a live action Powerpuff thing, shouldn't it have been like marketed for kids and like on a Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network thing? Or actually had like kids playing the characters?
It hasn't been out for so long that nobody cares about it anymore.
No.
My generation.
They brought it back and it was awful. They brought back woke.
Oh,
they got rid of Miss
Ghost to Ghost had
Miss Bellum was like one of the most smartest characters on the show. She actually ran the actual city. The mayor was an idiot, but when they brought it back, they got rid of Miss Bellum because they said she was problematic because she was stacked.
Mojo Jojo was awesome.
Yes.
Oh, that was the monkey. Yeah. Fuck yeah, dude. He was badass.
Also, they said Miss Bellum was problematic because she was stacked, but yet they had these little bitty kids, Powerpuff Girls, twerking. They had an episode where they twerked, but they thought it was horrible to have Miss Bellum, who actually was a genius, ran the town.
Yeah. This whole gender neutral, flat chested stuff to be inclusive. I mean, you're excluding people who do have Dairy Queens, others.
It just
what's wrong with Dairy Queens?
I swear to God, these is like the same kind of people. Like I got called a racist on Twitter today, because my video today was Ta-Nehisi Coates' trash and his Superman movie will be too. And I want to read you exactly what this guy said. Now, keeping in mind, and if you're not aware of what this son of a bitch said regarding,
that man is super racist.
Oh, he's a piece of shit. Here's his quote. This is regarding the 9/11 first responders. He said, They were not human to me, Coates wrote in his book Between the World and Me about the emergency responders who rushed into the World Trade Center on September 11th. Black, white, or whatever. They were menaces of nature. They were the fire, the comet, the storm, which could, with no justification, shatter my body. In the same book, Coates also referred to white America as, quote, a syndicate designed to dominate and control our bodies. So basically, dude, first of all, fuck you, you piece of shit. You're garbage tier,
man. Check your privilege, man. The country that made you rich.
He's worth $45 million as of 2019, which I'm sure has grown a little bit since then. And this is what got my tweet got quoted from my video. And this guy said, this guy follows me on Twitter, and he's a subscriber to my YouTube channel. He says, you racists are on the rage juice. I love it. Marvel has taken your Captain America. DC will take your Superman. And DC should make your Wonder Woman a Hindu woman from India. Jesus Christ, will you people calm down? These are all imaginary characters, so who cares about what color they are? Okay, well, cool. We're going to make Blade a skinny Jewish man, and we'll make Black Panther, I don't know, he'll be Slovakian or something, you know.
Irish. If he says, who cares? Oh, sorry.
Yep.
If he says, who cares what color they are, turn around and say, you did when they weren't black.
Exactly. That's the thing. And for me, it's like, you've got Calvin Ellis, who's President Superman, and Val Zod out there. Now, are they hugely popular? No, but they're pre-established in the comics. Or, hey, Ta-Nehisi Coates, here's an idea, you piece of shit. Why don't you use some of that fucking little pea that's rolling around in that fucking fishbowl up there that's called creativity because you're so smart, you're an award-winning writer, and create a new Black Kryptonian that people could latch onto instead of giving the fucking people a hand-me-down.
They actually have the Dakotaverse. Milestone, the Dakotaverse, is the entire alternate world in DC Comics, which actually merged with the mainstream DC now. It was all black superheroes. They have a character called Icon.
Was that a tampon commercial?
Dude, see, that's the thing. These people, they don't want, but they only wanted this tokenization does not equal representation. It really doesn't. That's doing a disservice.
If they go along with this movie, I will not see it. But if they made a movie about Icon, I would go see that.
Yeah,
Icon actually fits what they want to do too.
You know, it's really worse.
He's an alien that crash landed on Earth in 1839.
Okay,
so he's went through history. His species ages very slowly. He went from crash landing on Earth and went through nothing and became a lawyer. Then when he met with the character Rocket and convinced him to become a superhero. He has Kryptonian style superpowers, but he's not a Kryptonian.
But
he's his own original character.
Like that,
I like that
because it looks like they're wearing Dollar Tree dresses in that show.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, this is more like anime looking. So.
Yeah, I like this. These girls have got some muscle on them. This looks a little bit better. I'm not gonna lie. I dig that look.
And they got slightly matching hairdos.
Pete's over here trying to get beat up by Buttercup.
I'm like, hey, which one of you's got the biggest quads? Come over here.
I got a head you can pop.
Yep. Dude, try treat me like a watermelon.
Yep.
It's like that. What's that?
You know what's really bad? When they talk about Black Panther being the first black superhero.
Holy shit. Do we need to go back to fucking Meteor Man? Are you saying fuck you, Robert Townsend?
Bullet
are you saying fuck you, Wesley Snipes?
Steel.
Blank Man.
Steel? Yeah.
What about Luke Cage? When did he come out?
Blade?
No, Luke Cage.
70s? In the comics? 70s at least for the comics.
You got Lothar. And
if you're saying, yes, Marvel's first black superhero, I think was Black Panther.
Yeah, because Black Panther's been around since the late 60s, early 70s.
But when they talk about being the first movie, that's when you're showing your ignorance, lady. That's it. That's when you're showing your ignorance.
and that's what kills me. It's like they try to act like, you know, and I say this as somebody who I like the Black Panther movie. That's one of my favorite Marvel movies. I acknowledge it's got a shitload of flaws. It's not a great fucking movie at all. But I dig it because Chadwick Boseman really, he played the character fucking perfectly. God rest his soul. That's why I don't think they should recast that.
No.
But it's like to act like Ryan Coogler is such a genius for that movie. It's like, you know, that was created by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby, right? You know that's where that character came from, two Jewish men. You know that, right? It's,
Two
you know,
guys paler than me. Yeah.
hang on.
Two guys who make Pete look pale.
Oh, they do. They make me look opaque.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Two
Bring
guys
my
that make
backpack.
Pete
It's out
look
there.
Latino.
Yeah.
Hey,
Dude,
yeah,
in the summertime, I get when I get a tan, I'm outside, I get confused with Puerto Rican. That it's funny. I was when I was ring announcing at one of the first promotions I worked for. And I was working for a Mexican dude. He said, "This is the guy who hired me first when I started working for Chrysler back in 2012." He goes, "Who's that big ass Puerto Rican you got ring announcing for you?" And my boy Manny's like, "I don't think he's Puerto Rican. I think he's a Jew or something." and Derek, we're sitting in the bar after the show, and Derek's like, "Do you want to come work for me?" I was like, and he's like, "Yeah." He goes, "It's funny." He goes, Manny says I said you were Puerto Rican. He said you're a Jew. What are you? I was like, Manny. I'm like, you say I look like a Jew? He goes, he's on the other side of the bar. He goes, "Yeah." I'm like, "You fucking anti-Semite." He just starts laughing.
Okay.
I was like, "I am, but fuck you anyway, fucking cholo." And we're in a bar. Yeah. We're in a Knights of Columbus hall. It's run by all Mexicans, and at this point, dude, they love me. It was the best venue I've ever worked at. I would go back there in between matches, and I'd be like, "Hey, I need it." And it was about I had to drive about 90 miles from my house to this venue, and he'd pay me $60 to come in and ring announce. And our shows were always on Sundays. I had to get to the venue. I was supposed to be there at noon. And when I was only ring announcing, I'd get there at 1. The show started at 3. I'm like, fuck you, I'm not setting up the ring. I'm a prima donna. I show up in a suit and I change into another suit for the show. And I go back to the bar. I'm getting $1.50 double Jack and Cokes back there. Like, we'd run, it was like Starrcade 86. Like an average show, there would be like 15 fucking matches. Because he'd just be like, "Hey, show up and I'll book you." And these guys would just show up from all over Michigan, Ohio, Pennsylvania. And we're just sitting back. I'm just like, I'm back to it. He'd come out of intermission. I'd be out in my car with 3-4 of the boys just, you know, chiefing down. And he'd send one of the fucking ring crew out in the car. They'd knock on the window. It was like, "How high?" You roll it down, all the smoke rolls out. They roll down the fucking window. "Manny wants you." I'm like, "God damn it." I walk in drinking out of my flask. I'm like, "What?" "Yeah, we got to cut a promo." I'm like, "God damn it, dude." I'm like, "Don't fuck me up like this." I was like, "I had the whole show planned out. Now I'm stoned and you're changing shit on me." I literally forgot a promo halfway through it in the ring one time. And he had to ad-lib it to me because I couldn't remember whose name I was supposed to call.
Some guy who's related to that other guy.
This fucking guy.
It's gonna beat the shit out of that guy. And
You know who you are. You know who I'm talking to.
Yep. Bring your ass out here.
I did a quick look up. Black Panther first appeared in 1966, and Luke Cage was 1972. But Lothar beats them both. He was Mandrake the Magician's
that's what
bodyguard.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he was 1934.
Was he in that? Was he in the cartoon for Defenders? Was it Defenders of the Universe?
Yeah.
Lothar was in there. See, I vaguely remember that cartoon from like the.
And they're doing a figure of him too.
Oh shit!
They're doing all the Defenders of the Earth. The only two left for the finish up the Defenders is Mandrake the Magician and Lothar. Yep. They did Flash Gordon, Ming the Merciless, and the Phantom. So now we need Lothar. They showed them on the back of the boxes, Lothar and Mandrake the Magician.
The Phantom, wasn't that Billy Zane that played him in the movie?
Yep.
Yes.
Was it?
He was actually
Billy Zane is so underrated as an actor. He's fucking wonderful.
He's done so many like iconic roles, and people didn't even realize.
Yeah, he did.
He's like an understated talent.
Movies too, and it's like
he's almost like he was like Tom Hardy before Tom Hardy.
Yep.
He would change for the roles too. He's like He was the villain in like Titanic. He was the
Yes.
villain in The Mummy. He was the Phantom.
People miss him in so many movies, and they don't realize it's him.
Yep.
He's good at playing the heel. He's good at playing
Yeah.
the heel, man.
He's a good heel.
I love his quick smile in the Titanic, you know.
Mhm.
You know, he's just like a cheetah or something ready to pounce. He is just that. He is underrated. I mean, it's a shame how Hollywood treats some of these actors. Basically, oh yeah, who's the next big thing, and move on. And we don't always need the next big thing, you know.
Didn't the bullshitters meet him at one of the conventions?
Horror Hound.
Was it Horror Hound?
Yeah, it was Horror Hound. But
I'm going this year for my anniversary.
it's when Dion had to do the turkey suit.
Yes, that is
What's up, Tap and
correct.
Die? You in the chat? I see you, buddy.
Oh shit!
What's up, Tap?
Tap and Die's in there. You
Yeah.
son of a bitch.
He said the Tom Hardy comparison was epic.
Hail to you, sir.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah. So what you working on now, Pete? Anything
What?
in particular?
Oh, dude. I've got. Let's see. We've got episode 5 of my Galaxy High reviews for the I Love the '80s series. That'll be dropping probably Sunday. I'm gonna spend Mother's Day working on a video, and my wife will probably watch Sons of Anarchy or some shit. She's watching that right now. She's like, "When I watch Sons of Anarchy," I'm like, "No, I'm watching the fucking Orville." But no, I'm working on episode 5 of that. I've got a Terminator review coming up. I've got Flight of the Navigator and Last Starfighter reviews coming up. Of course, Batwoman as always. We've got another Batwoman episode, and I don't know if you realize how hot the new Kate Kane is, but her name is Wallace Day, and my God, she is Jesus. Hang on a second. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna pull an image up for you here. Here, I'll do a screen share of this. This is the new Kate Kane, and the show is still fucking terrible. But when they finally show this woman as Kate Kane, this is what we have right here. This is Kate Kane. Ruby who? This is 5'9" of just pure goddess. I'm like, you don't even have to talk. Just, can we get her in that outfit? Can we get her in that? Can we see? Can we see Kate Kane dressed like this?
But is she gay?
Of course she is. It's fucking Batwoman, dude. There's always lesbians. We've got a lesbian quota.
They'll complain if she's not gay in real life. The problem is the woke people.
That's what I was wondering.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You know, Ruby Rose wasn't Jewish enough. She wasn't gay enough because she was gender fluid or pans. I don't know. She liked pans.
She's changed between the two. We don't know which is anymore.
Yeah.
That one picture says 3 days ago in leather, I think it's from the show. Below that one.
This one right here?
Yeah, I think that's actually supposed to be from the show. Not that one, the one you were on before.
Oh,
right
this
next
one.
to that one. I think that's when she gets revealed in the show.
Yeah, I think that's going to be this week. They're doing because it's the Clue. They're bringing Clue Master into it this week, and
talk about Game of Thrones knockoff.
Yeah. No, they this is. I mean, oh god. They murder every fucking, like, Roman Sionis. It's like, I don't know which one was worse, if the CW one is worse or the Ewan McGregor one in Birds of Prey, because they're both bad. I got blocked by the writers' room from the CW. They blocked me on Twitter. I see that as an absolute win.
Yeah.
I started tagging him in my fucking tweets. Apparently, they must have watched one of my videos and been like, "Fuck this guy, he's a dick." I'm like, "No, your show is shit." All right, look.
Fuck this guy. Tells the truth.
Yeah, you know, I sit there like, look, the one last Monday I worked on for 6 fucking hours. That video took me 6 hours to produce. I watched these episodes 2 or 3 times. I write a script, I revise it, I go through, I put all my GIFs in, and I try to, tighten up all my dialogue, and then I take 400 screenshots per episode. I have like right now I go through and delete them every now and then. I've got fucking so many stupid fucking screenshots per episode that I use. So yeah, it's a painstaking process for a show that I fucking hate, but it brings steady the most views on my channel outside of the live streams.
That should bring a lot of views right there.
Oh, is that who is that?
Tommy's got his head down. He don't want to be seen on the camera.
No,
Who is that?
Tommy's with his comfort bottle. Leave him alone.
Isn't that chick? That's her, ain't it? Wallace Day. It says Wallace Day Cleavage JPEG.
Oh, is that her? I was like, shit, she's got long hair. I almost didn't recognize her. I'm telling you, man. And that's the thing is like, at least all the lesbians are hot on the show. They're like lipstick lesbians, like the one you don't see in the wild, you know.
Don't perfect for the
because
pink
in the
Power Rangers.
wild
You don't see at the bowling alley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, the only time I've seen some straight up like lipstick lesbians, I was in the Dominican Republic. And we was at this resort, and I mean, these two girls were just fucking gorgeous and holding hands, and they stop and they're making out. And I'm elbowing I'm like, fucking look at this. Like, I'm like, look, I was like,
about to do it.
yeah, I'm like, this isn't even Cinemax, dude. I'm like, yes, this is real.
We're not watching Cinemax.
Two types of lipstick lesbians: lesbian until they graduate, or lesbian until they meet a rich guy.
Hell, brother.
Hello.
What
Can
is
you hear me?
that?
Oh shit, that's a voice from the past. What's up, you son of a bitch? What's going on, Tap?
Oh, it is going fantastic. I just had me an edible. Guess where I got it from?
Where?
Gun show.
The gun show. A gun show.
Nice.
Dan, gun
They
show
sell edibles. Yeah, there's a gun. They have all these vapes, throwaway vapes, and I bought one of those and some gummies. I was like, oh shit, this is pretty good. And only ate one.
Dude, that's what I did before dinner night. I had to go pick up dinner. I had to go get pizza. Went to the Chinese restaurant. I went to the weed store, and then I had to go get wine. But I was like, I went to the weed store. There's one like it's great. It's like 2 minutes from my fucking house. Literally, I'm like, it's right across from Walmart too. So when I go grocery shopping, I'm like, I'm gonna go buy a pre-roll.
Yep. And you know what sucks though is that gun show that I got it from. It had been going on since I want to say at least the 80s, probably longer, because my dad used to go all the time.
Yeah.
That was the last one because someone did a shooting and now they're not doing it no more.
Oh.
Not coming back.
Always punish the good guy, right?
We can't have anything. We can't fucking have anything.
Nope. Yep. It sucked so bad. My dad was devastated.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's something we bonded with him and my brother and me, and just to see us gone. And I was getting in for free my whole life. I think literally, I've only maybe twice I've ever paid to get into a gun show. I've never had to pay. I always get free tickets, or my dad would pay because he loved paying. That was like his favorite part, was paying for everybody. Yeah. Whatever, but what y'all talking about? I mean, I missed it. What I was trying to get on.
Not much. We've just been goofing off and
Celebrating 1 year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. I saw that. I think I saw a post on it. Yeah, I've been asleep most of the day. I've been up all night because I do overnight job. I'm stocking while everyone's asleep. I'm restocking the shelves. So I'll be asleep most of the day.
Nice.
So if you ever gone through the supermarket and you wonder why everything's out of order.
Yeah.
Because this motherfucker takes 3 edibles and then goes and stocks it. Whatever. Fucking put it here.
Why are there Doritos next to everything?
Because he's high as shit. That's why.
What's all the peanut butter jars empty?
Oh, dude, seriously, like that. So like my wife and kid were gone last weekend, right? And I'm like, I've been doing good. I dropped 30 pounds and shit. Like I've been doing Weight Watchers. I was like, I got a little heavy. I'm like, I'm gonna fucking lose some weight, man. So I dropped like 30 pounds, right? My wife is gone. So Friday night, I go and order Chinese, right? I got my normal dinner. I got pad thai. I got fucking 8 crab rangoons instead of 4. I ate all them. Got 2 extra egg rolls because I'm a fucking big dude. I like to eat. And so I get done. I was on my boy Vinny's comic book stream last week. I get done with that. And after, I'm like, fuck, I went and ate the rest of the leftovers. And then I'm sitting there with the jar of peanut butter and fucking a thing of granola bars. I think I ate like 6 granola bars. And it was just like dunking them in peanut butter. I'm like, the whole time, I'm like, what the fuck am I even doing at this point? I can't stop eating. I woke up Saturday morning. I'm like, my stomach hurts. What do I do? My ass goes and gets McDonald's for breakfast, gets my coffee. I'm like, why, Lord? What is wrong with me?
Well, granola with the peanut butter, so extra protein.
It's fucking delicious though. I couldn't even help it. I'm like, fuck this. I can't help it. And then Saturday night, I go to Walmart. I get a fucking pizza. I'm like, I'm just gonna get a pizza. Then I'm like, oh, they have pizza rolls and taquitos. I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude.
Oh,
Like,
that's what got me to. I went to get
Wilford Brimley was calling me from beyond diabetes. I'm like, God damn.
I went to get the Japanese curry. I love my curry. Then I come back to the curry. I've got pizza pockets. I've got a whole stack.
Yeah.
It's like my ass loves to eat. I do. I my problem, man. I get high and I'm like, I'm gonna eat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think I ate like a whole bag of chips too. Like for some reason, my wife, because it was like my wife. She goes, "Hey, motherfucker!" She goes, "I don't like buy many chips because I don't eat that shit." But she goes, "You ate the whole bag." I was like, "Once you pop, you can't stop." All right, that's what they say.
Yeah, she comes in and says, "Motherfucker, where's all the food gone?"
I recently went to Sam's and they got those big giant tubs of queso.
Yes.
And feed them to the dogs. You can't even do that one. Be like, yeah, because you don't have a herd of dogs like I do.
Oh no, my kid has my mother-in-law got him a thing of them Costco fucking cheesy poofs. And yeah, he was sitting there, sitting out of my den with his goddamn cup of juice, a whole thing of cheesy poofs, playing my Nintendo 64, sitting there playing No Mercy and shit.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
I was like, I can't wait till you're 16 so I can smoke weed with you and we can do this.
Yeah. The dog keeps looking at you, eating cheesy puffs.
Oh yeah,
it's like
the fucking that fucking dog. Her ass is sitting there like me, and then the cat, big fucking 18-pound Meech comes up behind my head. He's like meow. I'm like, well, fat man, settle down. You'll get some. I had to break one in half. Or his fat ass just carried it off and he chewed on it for like a half hour and ate like a half of one. I'm like, he's got it all in his fur. I'm like, give me a wet wipe. I'm wiping his neck down.
What are you looking at, human? My owner hasn't cleaned me.
Yeah, he's motherfucking spoiled ass fat fucking cat over here. He just like I make the boy like I'm making his lunch before school in the morning, right? Like he loves like I'll cut I just cut salami and cheese up for him. He likes that, or peanut butter and jelly. Well, if I'm sitting there cutting up salami and cheese, the dog's sitting on the floor like sitting there all nice and pretty, and then the cat, he's up like walking across all my Legos on the kitchen counter going meow. Meow! I'm like, hey, fat. All right, dude, I'm breaking him off a piece of salami. His fat ass carries it to the other side of the counter, eats it, comes back 2 seconds later. Oh, hang on, I forgot your cheese. I'm sorry. How dare I?
The cat to remind you to check your privilege. That's how toxic you are.
No, I'm serious. My cat in the middle of the night would take off running, climb the door part, the frame around it, all the way to the top for no reason. Jump down like 10 times like he's on speed or something.
It's because they're assholes, and they sleep most of the fucking day, dude. So like the dog will come in bed, and her bed is on like over where I sleep on my side of the bed. She sleeps over there next to me. And the cat, his dumb ass will wander around all night. And if he runs out of food, I make sure his bowl is full before we go to bed. Because if not, 3 o'clock in the morning, he's coming in. He'll jump. And thank God he does it to my wife, not me. I take an Ambien or NyQuil, and I'm like, I ain't waking up for shit. And he comes on her side of the bed, jumps up on the nightstand, he's like, meow, meow, and he wakes her up and makes her go out and feed him. I'm like, she'll take him in the bathroom, just throw him and lock him in the fucking bathroom and just leave him in. And he knows, he's like, fuck this, I'm just going to sleep. And he lays down and goes to sleep. He won't even scratch at the door or nothing. I was like, cats are just assholes, though, by nature. They are. They're assholes.
We used to lock the cat in the
They're
bathroom.
always plotting to kill you
It'd
someday.
break everything.
Oh, they are. You're absolutely right. They're fucking
If
evil
they had
geniuses.
thumbs, we'd all right.
They're evil.
Yeah.
My grandma says, don't ever leave a baby alone with a cat, ever. That's what my grandma said.
See, I introduced Meech and Trey. Like Trey was barely crawling because I've had Meech 2 years longer before Trey was born. And when Trey was, I'd put him on his mat on the floor and he started rolling around. Meech had come up to him and he just nose up to him and look at him. So he's always been really good. Like they never come into his room when he's like now he does. He wants to stay in there sometimes. But yeah, like when he was a baby, he come around him. Trey Meech's got long hair. Trey grip his fucking hair, and Meech is kind of like motherfucker, and he jumped the other side of the room. But yeah, it's they're like boys now. Trey will pick him up and just carry him like this. You see Meech just looking at me going, "Help, Dad, help, please." It's
my daughter's like that with my cat, but my cat wants nothing to do with her while she's awake, but will guard her room with his life, like he's protecting her.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we had a European wildcat, and I mean, this thing was a wildcat. This was bobcat size, and this lady walks up and says, "Can I?" And said, like,
when animals attack.
Yeah.
Oh,
I said, "Lady, there's a reason why the signpost says beware of the cat." She thought it was a joke.
That's that killer pussy. That's that killer pussy.
Y'all have any like vintage like Super Nintendo games?
I don't have Super Nintendo. I got Sega. I got like a legit Sega Genesis.
A friend of mine recently sold.
I have a Super Nintendo with a bunch of games. I have to bust them out and look at them. I haven't played it yet.
If you got Hagen, The Final Conflict, that game is worth a fortune on eBay. A friend of mine just sold one for over $2,000.
Holy shit! Damn.
I sent to Appalachian American the link to the auction where it ended.
Wow. What game is this? Hello, fellas.
Hello, Father.
Hey, guys. Sorry I'm on late. We're celebrating a little bit. My boys had their first college recruitment tonight. So
nice. How'd they do?
Well, UVA Wise came and visited. They're in town. They visited a couple other guys. We were their last stop. My oldest son is legally allowed to start being recruited as a junior. My other son's a freshman, about to be a sophomore. And they both got private invites to their selection camp, which is next Friday. So pretty good, I guess.
Nice.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Hurry up, boys, and earn some money so you can buy me a drink.
Alexa, I pulled that link up, and it's not. It says it's ended, so I can't see it.
It should have a link to the auction.
Product.
It's not. It's already ended, so it won't let me see it.
Oh, I can share my screen and.
Well, yeah. In the meantime, this is a miracle. This is a miracle article right here. How this kid is still alive. He bought $3,000 worth of SpongeBob popsicles.
I saw that this morning. Holy shit!
But she got 5,000 because she started a GoFundMe and people gave up to $5,000.
No.
Wow. Yes.
God.
Why?
So she actually made money off of that, but she said it's
Rewarding
going to
stupidity. Rewarding stupidity.
My gosh, dude.
What I don't get is how did the order go through? Because like if I don't have money for my order when I place it, it don't go through.
Yeah,
they must have just had money in their thing. It was
Alexa, order 5,000 popsicles.
Damn it, Alexa, cancel.
Cancel. You didn't say it 3 times, it's already through. What? Ah!
Hey, Seth, I sent you a link for when animals attack. I figured it might be funny.
Yeah, well, apparently we've already been nuked from Facebook.
What?
I just got a notification that somebody's challenged. Somebody's challenged the stream.
Just comment, report it back, and comment and tell them they're being anti-Semitic, and I'll vouch for you.
All right. Well, I think it was when we shared that scene from the Blues Brothers.
Yeah,
God.
it should be fine.
It's at NBC something. Well, I clicked the thing. It was like for fair use.
Yeah.
Because we were discussing how funny it was.
Yeah.
Plus, you were jumping around and you weren't playing it in like full sequence.
Right.
Yeah.
If anything, they should be bloody grateful for the free advertising these companies get.
Right?
Yeah, but they don't want anybody having fun.
Mm-mm.
Does it still make the money?
I switched all my intro music up on the Monday and Wednesday show on my channel because every stream for like the last 6 months has gotten a copyright claim because I've been using licensed music because I don't give a fuck.
I remember that one stream, and I was like, "Dang, that's a great intro."
Oh, that was probably because I was using Shinedown for Monday night was Sound of Madness. Wednesday night, Going Rogue was I used Natural Born Killers by Ice Cube and Dr. Dre. And Friday,
Why they get so mad about that though? That's free advertisement of the song.
Exactly, dude. And you know, it's the thing is like I don't care if you're claiming ad revenue off my video. I don't give a fuck. Make your money until I'm monetized. So I switched all the intros up, right? And I play segues. I have little commercial bumpers I play in between my segments because I tried to make the production value. I've upped the production value. Yeah. You know, Tony and I take turns making these little bumpers and promo spots. It's either memes or clips or whatever, little GIFs. And he made one. He made one with the Monty Python. Yeah, G.I. Jose, you know. And he made one with the Monty Python thing. And I didn't get a claim for anything other than that because it was like a minute long. I was like, God damn it. I'm like, here, I try to be so good. And they still ding me, you bastards.
So if anybody has this game here, like hidden away, throw it up on eBay. This thing's over. People bid it up to 36 bids. For $2,025.
Damn.
And he gave that for it.
Dang.
Just wait till everybody gets their cut, though. Wait till PayPal and eBay get their cuts out of his ass.
There's no more PayPal on
Credit
eBay's
card.
done away with PayPal.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, you got
I don't even use PayPal, don't matter.
You can pay with PayPal, but you don't get paid through PayPal through eBay sales anymore.
I thought eBay owned PayPal.
They do.
They did when they started. Then the company split.
Yeah, I know that they split the company for tax, but
they had apparently they had a falling out. Now they're not linked together whatsoever.
I only use Google Pay when I use eBay.
I think a lot of people are trying to drop PayPal.
Well, it's not paying for stuff. You still use PayPal to pay for stuff, but you don't get paid.
It's just that you won't receive money through them.
Yeah. Now you're getting your money through eBay. Problem is, you're not getting your money as soon as you sell. You got to wait 2 to 3 days before you can get your money. So they're holding your money for a little while, so they can millions of transactions. They draw a little bit of interest each off of them because they're waiting to give you their money.
Well, here, this will scare you enough. PayPal is owned by China, so don't use PayPal.
China.
Oh, there you go. China.
But
it's on the reflex.
So what sucks though, I would use the funds from whenever the people would like pay with PayPal. It'd go to your PayPal balance, and I had like a little debit card.
Yeah, the PayPal card. Yeah,
and I would use that to pay for the shipping. No, you can't do
the
that.
truth comes out. Russian collusion.
Look, comrade, this is not your money anymore. It's our money. We will spend well and distribute among the people like the memes, comrade. Hello, my name is Yuri Grabovich.
What is
In my allow me to introduce my broadcast partner Ivan Touchertits. Hello, we are Communist United News Transmission Service, or you can call us, as you Americans say, cunts. We are here to bring you news as given to us from the desk of President Putin, or as I like to say, as the nice man with the AK-47 pointed at me right off camera tells me to say. Does Vidonia, comrades?
You could make a whole show of.
Now you hear the pop.
That's we have. That's one of my characters, man. That is Yuri Grabovich is my brethren, my alter ego, as it were. Not to be confused with my Jewish side, Mort. We're fine over here. Don't worry about us. I'm just counting my pennies.
Yeah.
I swear to God, you've never met a Jew. You've never met a Jew worse at math than me. I'm fucking terrible. If it wasn't for a computer or a calculator, I'd been fucked.
So you can't count the change in my pocket, Etep.
See, this is why we have copyright strikes. Mort is counting his pennies and saying, I missed a penny on this song. Pay me, I missed a penny.
Oh God,
the dogs are going nuts upstairs.
Where's my royalties, you sons of bitches? Who else we got back here? Let's see. Wait, who else we got back here?
Okay.
Oh wait, here I can do this one too. Thank you very much. Welcome. I'm Mike Zero. Please hit the like button to join the like side of the force, and I thank you very much for your kind support. This week, Lucasfilm, Kathleen Kennedy shit herself in her office, and nobody cares because she's Kathleen Kennedy, and you can't do anything about it because she's an intersectional feminist.
I like the one where you do the superimposition, where you actually bring the face up over.
Hang on, let me see.
Let me
see if I can do it.
Yeah, without crashing.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Wait, there's something else that has to be done. Hang on, I'm
Your transparency level's a little high.
Let's see here. Hang on. Wait, here we go. I am just. Never mind us. We're just adjusting some things here from the future. There. I'm Etep Zero. How are you? Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here to bring you Star Wars content from the future. Now, Brie Larson is going to ruin Star Wars. Not because she's a club-footed lesbian. No. I can't do it. I'm too far.
He's too Jewish.
I can't make my head flop when I talk like a normal Canadian. Hey, relax, guy. It's me, buddy. Oh, son of a bitch. Hey, goddamn Canadians.
Gave us a lot of good wrestlers.
See, you're not apologizing. You're not apologizing enough. See, that's your problem.
Blame Canada.
Yes, you're not apologizing enough.
Blame Canada. They're not even a real country anyway.
Well, not for long anyway.
The best person is fuck Canada. Fuck Canada.
Screw you guys.
Screw you guys.
Wait.
Go home.
Eh?
I'm going home, eh? That one fucking spot up there is just really bothering me. It's killing me. There.
That's why I got rid of mine. I always had like my right side.
There.
Would mess up.
I got it. It's fucked because I have 3 light towers, but I only have room to set 2 of them up where I'm at in my office because I've got fucking stacks of comic books and my wife's shit because since she's been working from home since what like a week or 2 after this whole bullshit started, and the federal government's like, you know what? We've saved about $2 billion since we've had you all working from home. we're just going to go ahead and keep the party going. Go ahead and stay home. And I'm like, oh, that's great. So I have to move my fucking equipment every day. That's fucking awesome. And she's just like, who pays the bills? I'm like, you do, dear. I'll go vacuum. Shut up.
Yeah. She comes in and says, touch my shit and I'll kill you. Yes, you.
I'm like, wait, I have access to all this stuff over here? Really? She goes, don't touch. That's federal property. I'm like, yes, dear. Hang on.
Yeah, I can have the IRS. I can have some real serious motherfuckers from the IRS come and give you a colonoscopy.
You mean the stuff that all my comic books are stacked on top of?
Hey, that's federal property.
That's him. That's him. The toxic white male from January.
Well, he's not giving good exercise.
I can send you to get my boy.
Well, I was just laughing because I saw President Pop was talking about paying everybody $2,000 a month. I'm like, so you're talking? I was like, what are we, Greece now? I'm like, we're just gonna give them. I was like, you do know that economy was unsustainable, right? Like that shit crashed within like a year. Like the euro tanked their fucking economy over there. I'm like, okay, well, you know what? Since the ship's going down anyway, I might as well take advantage of it. I told the wife, I'm like, look, if he starts paying us $2,000 a month, I don't care what you say. Do you know how many Legos we're gonna have?
Oh shit!
She looked at me. She goes, you know what? She goes, I'll give you a Lego allowance a month. She goes, $500. I'm like, no, that's my money. I'm entitled to that money, girl. She looks at me. She goes, you motherfucker. I was like, that's my money. I get that $2,000. I get it $1,000 a month for Legos. I was like, I'm gonna build a Lego fortress in my living room.
Don't laugh. Those guys who do the Lego. You don't laugh. Those guys who do the Lego animation get real juice money. They get 14, 15 million views sometimes.
I want to get on that fucking show on Fox, that goddamn Master Builders show. I told Trey, I'm like, hey, buddy, I'm like, we need to work towards that, dude. I'm like, that right there. I'm like,
that's really
they're fucking OGs, dude. That shit is amazing.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I can afford a real gold chain and not this knockoff shit. Yeah.
Hey, this is heavy, man. I knock somebody out with this thing. This is a weapon.
But I mean, you can
get the platinum. Get the platinum.
You can make real money, and the other Jews will say, "Oh, now you're one of us."
You mean they'll finally accept me?
Yeah,
they'll finally let me into the fold. I'm like, heck, all these years they've been holding me out, Murray. This is bullshit.
It seems like every week we find somebody at the restaurant.
Is that Chick-fil-A?
Yeah, was that dude? Holy shit! Is this a Waffle House?
Yes.
I knew it. I fucking knew it. I knew it was a Waffle House.
Can I still get a burger?
That was last week. I think.
That was last week. Yeah.
When they started fighting.
Can I still get a burger? He was like, "Go away."
Go.
I had something cool happen this past week.
Seth, check out the private chat. You're gonna love this.
On my tutorial videos, I showed how different ways to strip paint off action figures. Mm-hmm. And one of them I used super clean. I didn't tag it or anything. Their social media person contacted me wanting to give me free stuff.
Really cool.
That's the magic word.
I didn't know if it was. I woke up, seen like somebody super clean subscribed to my channel. I was like, somebody's just doing that for like a prank. I checked my email. The social media person emailed. He's like, "Hey, we seen you use our products. We want to send you some free stuff, a hat, and a shirt."
Yeah.
And I just didn't think about it. I emailed. Just like, "That'd be great." It's just, you want my address? And I just checked my UPS app. It's on the way here.
Oh, now you just need a sponsorship. Like, okay, sponsor me.
If you see me like a super clean hat, you know where I got it from.
Well, because I'm not a cat.
I believe you have a filter turned on in the video settings. You might want to.
We're trying to. Can you hear me, Judge?
I can hear you. I just put filtered.
It is, and I don't know how to remove it. I've got my assistant here. She's trying to, but I'm here live. I'm not a cat.
I can see that.
Heresy!
I can see that.
Heresy! Send in the
Yeah,
Inquisition!
yeah, I got you, buddy. I got you. I feel bad.
I'm not a cat.
I can see that. All right.
I don't know how to
I'm just
remove
waiting
that.
to find this crap.
Okay, they start working it like in like every stream every now and then. We just go, I'm not a cat.
Oh my god!
He's like, I'm ready to proceed.
Oh, damn.
I like how there's a warning about not recording the stream, and what do? They're recording the stream.
Well, I wasn't
Like, hell no, we ain't doing that. You better record that right now.
We're not recording this, are we? No.
Oh my god.
Oh, the comments.
The aliens are watching us right now. Like, this is the series finale, y'all.
This dude says, I'm not a cat. That's exactly what a cat pretending not to
I'm not a furry.
Oh my god.
Run the mutant!
Oh my god. The comments, man, they don't disappoint.
Oh,
You know you've hired a perfect lawyer when he's doing a filter. This lawyer sounds like he's about to cry when he says, I'm not a cat.
I'm not a cat.
I'm not pussy.
I heard like the almost like the stumble. I'm not a cat.
I'm a feline.
The cat's eyes darting around nervously. The cat's eyes darting around as he nervously realizes he forgot to use his human filter.
Now, if it was a reptile, would be all saying, yeah, well, that's just another court, isn't it?
Well, I wasn't looking for that video. I was actually looking for where a guy had to do an office meeting, but I guess he was out, so he put a green screen in his car, and it looked like he was in his office while he was on his green screen.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
And Pete's going, where do I learn this superpower?
Look. I'm just saying. Hey, I'm gonna let's see. I got a screen share here for you when you're done with this one.
I can see that.
I got one ready right here for you, man. This is leaked footage. I don't know if y'all seen this or not, but this is leaked footage from my co-host Tony Tone Deaf.
Tony.
He has a link.
Tony.
He's not.
Do you ever look at your continent and feel a little down? Ashamed of where you come from? Do you ever see your parents offered up to a Libyan warlord from your cave and silently wish to yourself, reality can be whatever I want? My friends, are you simply hungry?
Hi, I'm trans non-binary Disney CEO Bob Chapek, and I'm inviting you to experience the other side of reality. Relax, recuperate, and reinvent yourself at our newest and most diverse Walt Disney World Resort. When real life doesn't quite cut it, come experience our version of Africa.
Planned Parenthood.
Introducing Wakanda Land.
Book your reservation at Wakandaland today and get a free 30-day trial to Lucasfilm writer Leslie Headland's new dating app, Wine and Dynasty. It's a sure thing every time. Available for download through the App Store or Google Play.
That's awesome.
Dude, yeah, if you're not subscribed to Tony's channel, you need to be. He is the fucking man. That dude is like, Tony is my man. He is he's hella creative, and you got room for one more because I got one more for you. If you haven't seen the fucking this one yet,
is this fight video?
No.
No,
go ahead.
But Tap and Die commented on it. He said, look at all that equality.
Yeah. That's some real equality right there.
We had him.
Everyone's hitting on everybody.
Here it is. Hang on. There it is right here. This is the actual. This is the leaked footage of how Gina Carano was actually fired. If you haven't seen this yet.
Good morning. You wanted to see me?
Well, Gina, we wanted to do this by email, see?
Your public comments, sweetheart, they're hurting our image.
Our PR department described it as disastrous. A woman doing the maths and speaking her mind to the people.
Not when I've got public office around the corner, toots.
I said 2 sugars, you fucking asshole.
Look, guys. I get public image, especially for a multinational corporation that deals in family entertainment. I just heeded the warnings of generations before us, and I thought it might bring us together as one people. I saw something, so I said something.
Exactly. If we want to keep warning them, it's never going to happen, see?
How do you feel about red lipstick on screen, doll?
The problem is once a person, especially a woman, starts speaking for themselves, thoughts of liberty and justice begin to affect our narrative, and that threatens our power. Could you just toe the line, baby doll?
What if we stopped expecting other people to live up to an image that somebody else internalized? You know, less talk, more listening. You know, the golden rule.
Abhorrent. You're fired, sweet tits.
You're fired, sweet tits.
Sweet tits.
That was so much fun to do. Tony was Bob Chapek. I was Bob Iger. Sal was Kathleen Kennedy, and Tony's wife did the Gina Carano bit. That was so much fun. Like I said, man, I'm so blessed to have him as a co-host on Mondays. He had to step back on Wednesdays now because scheduling, but yeah, so like it's on. He has been amazing to have on. God, he's been my co-host for I want to say like 6 months now. It's been fun, man. I'm like I just hit 664, and I've got like I hit over 7,000 watch hours. So I'm like. I figure by probably August I'll be monetized. I should be around August or September. I'll be in that ballpark. So it's been just over 2 years now for the fucking channel, man. It's been a climb.
And Gina, her Nat Geo episode with Bear Grylls, set to air on Monday.
Yep, they're airing it. And good for her, man. I just don't like. Did you see all that shit they're talking about? Oh. Well, Gina's gonna go back to fucking Star Wars. I'm like, why? That's like stepping back to an abusive relationship.
That's just
clickbait articles.
Oh, absolutely.
If anybody clicks on that,
the real story was Disney having to walk back, canceling her toy range because Hasbro said, "Hey, we're losing money on everything else. This is the only thing propping us up."
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, her and Baby Yoda were the only toys that were selling out of that entire fucking line.
Mandalorian never showed his face, so they were the face of the show.
That's I laugh when these people are like, "Oh well, nobody really cared about Cara Dune." I'm like, between her and Baby Yoda, they're the only two that sold merchandise.
We need to get Pete one more subscriber because he's sitting at a very unlucky number now.
Yep. 666.
Yeah,
am I? Is that what I'm at now?
Yep.
Son of a bitch! I told everybody last what's today, Friday? I told everybody Thursday, and I was like, hey, look, I was like, somebody needs to either. I was like, you either tell a friend. Oh, I got to screenshot this. This is unlucky as fuck.
We'll put a link to his channel in the private chat, and I'll go subscribe to it right now.
Oh,
now,
shit.
everybody else, as soon as Collector subscribes, somebody's got to unsubscribe, because this morning show you said the same thing. You don't want to be stuck at an unlucky number. Now you got to be stuck there for forever.
Yep, that's what I did. I'll be sitting there now.
There you go. Now you know. 667.
All right. Whew. Hey, I'm a superstitious motherfucker. That is that ain't funny. Like I'm gonna go on one of my buddy. He's actually we call it, he's my twin. We damn near. It's funny. Like I had to get these punk ass glasses, and I was like, I went in. I'm like, just give me this frame right here. So I got this. I started fucking around wearing a fedora to mess with him because we look like twins now. Is Enter the Unfamiliar, and he does a paranormal show. And I'm going on there. I'm going to talk about how I grew up in a fucking haunted house. Yeah, that Pixar video with dump truck asses, that's at 41,000 views right now. So
Gosh.
yeah, that bitch has got legs.
I bet it's crazy. You got 41,000 views, and you not picked up enough subscribers off that.
Dude, you know what? I don't know. I don't know.
YouTube, man, it is weird sometimes.
Yeah, he's gonna show. I haven't watched this fucking video in so long. Damn, I was actually kind of thick there. Look at my shoulders.
We have seen today. Without further ado, let's get into today's topic.
Wait, I got the hat.
Pixar moms who have absolute dump truck asses.
Dump truck.
I'm not gonna be able to see shit.
Yeah, Pixar love their dump truck asses.
Oh yeah.
Andy's mom, Mrs. Davis. She was a little bit on the skinny side, to be honest. But, I think she could do some lunges maybe. That might help. But I don't know. Move on with the list, shall we?
And
I like big butts and you other brothers don't deny. Now when a girl walks in with an itty bitty waist and a round thing in your face, you get wrong.
When a girl rolls up with an itty bitty waist and a round thing in your face, well, definitely had that itty bitty waist. That's a Mama Melda from Coco. I don't know what damn on the list. I didn't put her on the list. I linked the article in there.
Why?
I just don't know.
This is nothing to me. My whole life is a lie.
Look, I don't make a habit of kink shaming, but I am not including bear form for Queen Eleanor, as I do take a firm stance against furries. But I think Fergus was always smiling, and I think that's because he knew what Queen Eleanor was working with under that green gimmick she was wearing there. I mean, let's just say, look at Ferg smiling. He knows what she's working with.
Mystery box.
Jill Anderson from Inside Out. Dealing with a depressed kid would be a drag. There's no doubt about that. Didn't see Jill Anderson from Looking Bomb. She was that mom that you would wait outside for a couple times a week to catch a glimpse of her in her jeans or a tracksuit looking stupid today. She probably in her garage. Maybe hook you up with some little candy on the side, little painkillers or something.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Excuse me.
Laurel Lightfoot from Single Mom. We know she works out because she has to keep up with those two teenage sons, and we saw her tossing barley around, so we know she's in good shape, right? Working out,
It's a wrestler.
probably like by Corey Everson, or what was that show by Ken and Tom? Anyway, I digress. That was in the 1990s. Anyway, she knows how to keep that backyard looking bountiful because Laurel Lightfoot is one of those Pixar chicks. Big old dump truck back.
Follow the husband hole.
Steamed hams.
Oh God, is this almost done? Are we almost done here? Am I done? Producers, help!
Extra thick. For the boys to be God and their life, it's better than yours. It's better than yours. I could teach you, but I have to charge. You want it?
Next on the list is that diabolical dime piece Mirage from The Incredibles. Knew how to keep it right, keep it tight. She was not a mom, no kids. Ah, yes, Mirage, the little minx that Syndrome used to draw in Mr. Incredible. Yes, she definitely was worthy of an honorable mention on the list. Are you guys ready to find out who's in that number one spot?
Oh,
Let's go.
Liar!
I see boys. If you can't stand the heat, get the fuck out the kitchen. Chauffeur-driven.
Hey perverts, stop staring at Elastigirl's butt. Yes, this sentiment has been echoed a lot over the years and has been the subject of great debate. Mrs. Parr, Helen Parr, that is, a.k.a. Elastigirl and her dump truck ass. With the most ratio, skin-tight super suit, Elastigirl is the personification of packing much back. So kudos to you, Mr. Incredible, because that's a hell of a milkshake your wife's got to bring the boys to the yard. So one more time, here's to you, Elastigirl. Look back at it.
Damn, boy. Damn, boy, he's thick. Boy, that's a thick ass damn.
The list, and there's 5. What do you think? Well, I think I'm glad that this is almost over. So, yeah, these are the top dump truck asses in all of Pixar as ranked by the article that I shared with you guys in the description below. Let's take this thing home, shall we? Here's where you can find us all the.
That's great.
I was high as fuck when I recorded that, and I sent that over to Sal, and Sal, because I did all the music. And I did all the countdown pieces and like all like the rap shit, and then Sal put the gifts into it. And that's why I always make sure I credit Salvador on that.
Okay, you forgot one though.
Who?
The robot from that robot movie where the robots are falling apart and one robot could fix them.
The one with Robin Williams.
Are you talking Wall-E?
No, not Wall-E. Older.
Robots.
Yeah, robot. Yeah, it was
When did that-
Robin Williams, the red robot.
Yeah, you remember that big robot with a real big butt?
I don't.
Aunt Fanny?
I don't.
It's Aunt Fanny. Show
Honestly,
Aunt Fanny.
Come on,
That-
Mrs. Jetson. Classic.
In the same theme of thick characters, Lady Death.
Oh, nice. Is that the one? Is that why? Dude, that's why Thanos was simping for her during the whole Infinity Saga. That ass.
What is that ass? It's all about that ass.
This whole thing. This whole punk ass saga right here was because Thanos was like, "Bitch, I want that ass. I'm gonna fucking eat that like a fucking Sizzler buffet."
Like
Tommy, is that what you talking about?
Yeah, that's
Oh, fuck. Fucking hell, that was funny. Oh.
Fucking Thanos is gonna stick his big ass wrinkly purple head up in that fucking booty. Fucking be like he's Thanos sitting back with her ass for a spreadsheet going, "We going Sizzler, we going Sizzler," and just dove in that shit.
Hey, baby, you ready to also licked by a fat man in an overcoat?
Yeah. For the life of me, I can't see why they didn't go with Lady Death.
Well, they fucking basically.
When I was doing the articulation on the review of the figure, the leg can only go back so far because there's something back there.
They knew it was all about getting that ass. That's why the Disney knew. That's why.
Lady Death got them cakes. Lady Death got them cakes, baby.
Yeah, Disney took one look at that model and went, "Oh my god."
Hang on a second. I got. Let me see here. Wait a tick.
Are you serious?
There it is.
Lady Death was like, "Hey man, look, I'm gonna get back there. Yeah, I'm gonna get up in them cakes, baby girl. Look, you look like Aunt Jemima thick back there. God damn, ma. Why don't you let Cleveland get up in that ass? Shit. You know, look, girl, you know I'm black. I'm not going downtown, but I'll hit it from behind like whoa."
Hey, speaking of Aunt Jemima, anybody got any Aunt Jemima syrup bottles left?
Dude, I can go to my cabinet, my pantry right now. I've got one that will never be open. It is just, I bought one. I'm like, this is, it's staying right here. It was one of my profile pictures on Facebook. Fuck yeah.
I got a bottle that I was using in the middle of it all. So what I've been doing is I've been keeping it up, put away, so none of the kids can get a hold of it. And what I'm doing is I'm just going to refill it with Aunt Jemima syrup. So I just always have the bottle.
I've got an unopened one. I was like, I told the wife, I was like, don't ever open. I was like, you open that. I was like, I'm going Ike Turner on you. I'm going Ike Turner.
I can see that.
You're gonna be like, hey, what's love got to do? What's love got to do with it? Hey, what's love got to do with it? She's outside the door. She's gonna come in and fucking stab me. I get stabbed on a fucking live stream because I made a Tina Turner joke about my wife. She was like, you're not Ike Turner, you fucking Jew. Come here. I'm like, shit, you're anti-Semitic. You hurt me. Get off me. I'm pressing charges. I know a lawyer.
Get in the oven.
I know a lawyer. Yeah. Oh, trust me, dude. She's like, hey, she told me what she wanted me to make her for dinner on Mother's Day, and I'm like, okay, look, when I'm near the oven, I was like, you stay the fuck on the other side of the room. I don't trust you. Married 10 years, I still don't trust you near the oven because she's part German. All right, look, little victories, little victories. Little victories, man. We're taking it back little by little. I'm like, look. And then my kid has blonde hair. I'm like, son of a bitch.
I am a good little
I'm sitting back. I'm like, because I think you guys have seen pictures of me a couple years ago when I foolishly grew my hair back. It's still brown. It wasn't gray. It was still brown, but it just looks ridiculous. I look like
you're gonna tell your son the memes of all the Django memes are you. All the Django and Jane memes are you.
I'm gonna hang on. I'm gonna pull something up here. I'll show you. I think I have it on my Instagram. A side by side. The night I reshaved my head after foolishly growing my hair back for a year. Oh, there's pictures of my former co-host MJ. We won't talk about her. She hates me. She fucking hates me for some reason. I don't know why, but she hates me.
Oh, Tommy Gunn's fault.
I don't think so. I think that must be on me. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think she's anti-Semitic. I don't know.
Probably. Yeah, of course. Why people hating on the Jews?
Here it is right there. That's what my hair fucking looked like after about a year.
You like a Quaker.
Yeah. And then I shaved it back off. I'm like, that's what happens.
Yeah, like I said, we're best going off with the
Wait, here's Pastor Pete. I think I was doing
this.
I
saw that one.
Nah, come on.
Why?
I had to do a wedding.
Why?
You were marrying people?
Oh yeah, dude, I still do. I've done almost 24 weddings in the last 5 years. I'm sitting at about a 75% success rate. So I'll consider that a win. I see this as an absolute win. I've done weddings. I feel like Dusty Rhodes. I'm like, I have truly wined and dined with kings and queens, daddy. I have done weddings at country clubs, and I have done weddings on the side of a riverbank in Merritt, Michigan. I have done a wedding in a hot tub, baby. And I truly have. I've done a wedding in a hot tub, and I did a wedding on the side. I had to put my truck in 4 low to get to where I needed to be to do this fucking wedding. It was one of the dudes I grew up with, and it was his 3rd marriage, I think. I'm like, motherfucker, I'm not doing it. I DJ'd his first wedding, and I performed his 3rd wedding ceremony. I'm like, I'm not doing another one of these, man. I don't have another one in me, brother. I'm like, we've known each other since I was like 4 years old. But yeah, that shit, it's fun. It is fun, man. I did a wedding in sweatpants and a Bob Ross t-shirt on a Monday night, drunk off my ass at 9:30 p.m. For a buddy of mine who was leaving for the Air Force, so his wife could live on base with him. It's fucking crazy, dude. Some of the fucking weddings I've done, and then some of the divorces have been messy. But I just sit back and I'm like, I could have called that shit the day I married you, motherfuckers, but you insisted. I said, "Did it?"
Are you sure?
I was like, "You know, this bitch got 3 baby daddies, right?" All right, motherfucker. Not my monkeys, not my circus. I'm Peter Paul. That's between y'all. Y'all are married.
I can show you the link to her OnlyFans if you don't believe me.
Yeah. Here it is, right here. I mean, if you want wrestling locker room stories, I got them too.
Oh, speaking of wrestling, I was watching that those documentaries, the Dark Side of the Ring.
Yeah,
one. I've been watching them, and that Brother Brody one, Brother Brody one was crazy. He got murdered.
Oh, yeah, Bruiser Brody.
Yeah, Bruiser Brody. Yeah, I'm high.
Yep.
That was fucked up.
Dude, hang on. I'm gonna have to switch to my bougie ass fucking headphones because my earbuds are dying.
Hey, chat. I found your riding mower, your new one. Check it in private chat.
Ooh.
Oh, Ginger Billy.
Oh yeah, that guy. I was watching his video. Look at this chicken one. The one he talks about the chicken, or is it?
That's actually pretty cool, though.
That's fucking sweet.
Yeah.
Ron Beer.
Technically, you gotta have a mower for air conditioning.
Yeah. That dude is something else, man.
Like you could tell, he put some time in that video though to make all that.
Oh yeah, he's got some real production quality there, and he put some work into the steroids. I mean, Jim.
Oh, Ginger Billy.
Oh, did y'all? Do any of y'all watch Kentucky Ballistics?
No, sometimes. Not rarely though. Honestly,
he almost got killed here recently.
Yeah, his 50 cal blew up.
Yeah, he was shooting old slap rounds, and the slap rounds are actually not meant to be in the type of 50 cal he was using. Apparently, like the pressure is too much, and it exploded, and it like cut his jugular. He actually had to put his thumb in his throat.
Yeah.
Keep from bleeding out. Yeah. Messed his hand up. It blew up in his hand, so his hands like got all screwed up. Broke his orbital bone around his eye.
Mm-hmm. But he's doing better. I saw Brandon Herrera's video. He talked about him where he calls him.
Another guy was talking about like if he wasn't like he's jacked about like that guy right there too. Like if he wasn't in as good a shape as he was, he probably would have bought it.
Got it. Yeah.
Where he's been hospitalized, that's the thing. Like people don't realize if you don't stay at the gym, that goes away fast.
Yes, it does.
Where he's been hospitalized, he's got stitches. He's not worked out. His arms are dramatically smaller, and that only happened like less than a month ago.
Oh yeah, when I had my leg broke, I lost 3% of body mass because I couldn't walk for a year.
My brother-in-law was on a ventilator for COVID. He went in the hospital looking like a power lifter. He come out like a little skinny. He was on a ventilator for over a month, and he come out skinny, like a completely different person.
You just don't mess with Emma, though. You just don't mess with Emma.
I've been, and it's funny. We're talking about, you're talking about COVID. I am so fucking like, I don't even know. I feel like Iron Man. I'll probably catch it now that I said that. But like, I played in a softball tournament a couple weeks ago, and like during the course of one game and like an hour afterwards, I put away about 14 fucking beers. And it's the first time I played in like 8 fucking years. And you know, I've seen people I haven't seen in almost a decade. So I'm out hugging people, like I'm out smoking joints with motherfuckers, and my wife's like, Jesus Christ, dude, you're gonna bring some shit home. And we went to a funeral in Flint the day before that for my wife's uncle, and you know, we're around people from all over, and nobody fucking got this shit. Nobody. I'm just like, you know, and my kid's school. I like I said, I substitute teach
outdoors.
now.
It's hard to get.
That's the thing that everybody's afraid of. Like, oh well, you got to wear it. Like I said, I always make fun of the motherfuckers in Walmart parking lot, like out getting in their own cars and they're wearing a mask. I'm like, the fuck is wrong with you?
You're by yourself in the car wearing a mask.
Yeah,
You're an idiot.
No, dude,
the only time probably is just when you get an Uber driver. If you're an Uber driver and you have a passenger.
Yep, that's it. That's it. You know, if I've seen people driving down the expressway, like by themselves wearing them. I'm like, what
Most
are you
modern cars
doing?
have cabin filters too.
Yep.
Yeah. Like, what are you doing? Like, seriously? Like, you're by yourself. I walked by somebody. I had my earbuds in. I was walking into Walmart the other day. I was jamming, and I always wear my fucking, like, when I go in there, because the one greeter used to give me shit all the time about not wearing a mask. I always walk in now. I wear my Redskins hat, and the dude's always like, "That's a nice hat, sir." I'm like, well, yeah, I know. I hate the Redskins, but I'm like, I just wear it to be fucking combative now. I'm like, I'm a Chiefs fan, but I'll wear this Redskins hat because motherfuckers get triggered by it. And you know, I walk in and. You know, it's just like what I see people, and it's like you're by yourself. You're getting what are you doing? Like I walked by this one. I was like, you're a hero, bud. Like I had somebody talk shit to me. I was walking through like the produce, and this big ass guy and his wife. I mean, they look like goddamn King Kong Bundy and Andre the Giant standing next to each other. I'm not gonna lie, they were big. I mean, they were big. And the dude says to me, like, just makes a point to say to me, he's like, you should be wearing a mask, or where's your mask? That's what he said. He goes, where's your mask? I said, it's on your wife's nightstand, Slim. See you later. And just fucking walk the fuck on. And I in the back of my mind, and I'm by myself. I was with my family. I wouldn't have done some shit like that, but I'm by myself, and I'm turning around, I'm half expecting old boy to come running up on me, because I'm just like, I'm a Chuck Norris, this motherfucker. I'm like, I've been out of the wrestling game for a couple of years, but I'm like, I still know how to throw down. I'm like, I'm gonna kick this motherfucker when he's running up on me. And I turn around, and he's just sitting back there going like this, like he couldn't believe I said it. I'm like, well, dude, you're the one that started it. I'm like, don't fucking when somebody's quick-witted and claps back at you, don't stand there fucking with that look, that deer in the headlights look, because I did. And his wife you seen his wife just sitting there, well, you're just gonna let him say that? And you know, what are you gonna do? You know, the guy's fucking obviously a Jew. I don't want to be an anti-Semite. He looked like he was counting when he walked by, honey. I don't know what the fuck to do. I mean, shit. Don't they run Hollywood? I don't know. I'm like, I don't even work. I work 2 days a week, bitch.
Hey, it just proves how Jewish you are.
I am a Jewish princess. But seriously, you need to give props to Daphne Zuniga, because she still looks good after all these years. She actually does, man. Yeah, I saw her in something not long ago, and I was like, look at Joe Reynolds from Melrose Place, still looking fly. I'm like, I see you, girl. You're like 52. I'm like, all right, I like it. Same with Heather Locklear. Can't even lie, man. Somebody asked me that the other day. I was like, are you actually a Melrose Place fan? I'm like, fuck yes, I am. I was like, I own half that series on DVD. Shit.
I don't have to explain myself to you, lady.
Listen. If you don't know, if you don't know who shot JR, you're missing the fucking bus, bro. I don't even know what to tell you at this stage of life.
Yeah, Dallas is that dramatic down here.
Oh, dude, I still watch. I had Trey watching reruns. I was like, we're gonna watch Dallas today. What's that? I'm like, just sit down and watch the Ewing family, buddy. I'm like, this shit is good.
The Bush family.
The Ewings, man, Bobby and JR, and I was like, you got to see Cliff. Cliff's the offshoot brother. I'm like, look, man, there's a whole subplot over here.
I love the freak out though when they have the final season with guy waking up on the couch, Bobby on the couch. Yeah,
yep. It was all a dream. Him and Victoria Principal. It was all a dream.
and it was like so many people freaked out when
Oh,
Bobby
dude.
woke up on the couch.
And they did that family. They did a Family Guy cutaway with Bobby was in the shower. Or Victoria Principal was in the shower, and Bobby opens it up, and she's like, "Oh, what's wrong?" He's like, "It was Family Guy. Stewie had, Stewie turned into an octopus," and they're like, "What's Family Guy?" And they look into the camera. It was like the fucking Dallas thing. I was like, "That is so amazing." Like 1988. That was like when I drank. I was 8 years old. That was when I had my first sip of beer because my grandma used to have me sneak beer. She wasn't supposed to drink, and my parents had this old ass Frigidaire ice box on their back porch, and I used to have to go out there and sneak. Grandma would put Miller High Lifes in the crisper in the bottom of it, and I have to go out there and sneak a beer for her into her room. She was watching Dallas. She'd crack it open and be like, "Petey, take a sip of this." And I took a sip, and I was like, "Ugh." I was like, "That's nasty, Grandma." She goes, "Now you," yep. She says, "Now you can't tell on me." I was like, "God damn it." Now you can't tell on me.
Yeah,
And that's how I got hooked into Dallas. Oh, Grandma was a hustler.
Grandmother had your number.
She did, dude. She was Grandma was a hustler. She didn't fuck around. She knew. That's where I pilfered my first cigarette from at 10, and she died. She died like the next year. She died. I was like 11. It was fucking funny, man. My parents' house is haunted. I'm not even shitting you. She's one because like 6 people have died in that fucking house. And she's one of them. There's been 2 natural deaths. I'm sorry, 4 natural deaths, 1 suicide, and 1 questionable death. So, yeah, and 2 people are buried in the fucking yard, which is creepy because we don't know where they are.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's fucking it's crazy, man.
Yeah, I grew up on a farm on the edges of the city, and so yeah, that got redeveloped, and yeah, that's Pet Cemetery. That's just Pet Cemetery waiting to happen. That is.
Yep.
This is like I've buried hundreds of animals there. Chickens. There's a dead horse. There's a couple of dead cows. Yeah, it's Animal Farm waiting to happen.
You see the new action
Pet
figures
Cemetery.
when they
Which
flex, the muscle actually gets bigger.
Oh yeah, that's a model kit, I believe.
Oh,
Is that a
like, wow?
Is that a Bandai?
I don't know.
Is it a model or is it an actual action figure?
I think it's a model kit.
I was gonna say that looks. I mean, that's got a lot of detail. I mean, I don't know if Bandai was still making those or not.
They still make Dragon Ball figures, but they've actually started making quite a few. And I've actually gotten out of Dragon Ball figures.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're actually finally making the figures. I would have bought like crazy, but the prices have gone outrageous too, though, on them.
See, I got hooked into was it Dragon Ball Z Kai a couple years ago? When I was wrestling on my off Saturday nights, I'd always watch it. Oh, dude, yes, I saw this. This was so beautiful to see. This was fucking beautiful. I was like, look at Base Tokyo.
Yeah,
based in red-pilled fucking Tokyo over here.
Like we make anime bitches. Fuck yeah.
Yep.
Bread and butter right there.
Look at your pitiful Western comics. We own that shit with manga. Fuck you.
Hey, Seth, I shared that website where it shows the figure when it's not flexing and flexing. If you want to share it,
I'll share the figure.
The fucker.
like it's actually good detail.
It's got a lot of articulation. That's nice looking.
Yeah. I remember it's actually fairly old. I remember that from shit. It was back before when I was still in the office, working from an office, before we got our new office. They were advertising. Yeah, it's a model kit.
Oh,
okay.
It's probably a figurized kit.
Yeah, damn. That's good articulation for a model kit.
The model. I have a few of them.
See, I don't have anything like that. Me and the boy, I got a lot of Marvel Legends, but I don't have anything like that.
The model kit for sale was really cool. They actually all the spots on sale they're different parts. Like you actually put them together. They're the spots on sale would clip into the light green spots, outer shell. So all of them's all separate pieces. So
Okay.
And you don't have to paint anything. You can actually put it together, and
Oh, that's nice.
all the color, everything's pre-colored to where it should be. Basically, an action figure kit.
Yeah, it's like most of my model cars as a kid ended up looking like rat rods because I'm like, I don't have the patience to paint this. Like, it's not gonna happen.
Well, I'm be real, man. I've been up since 5 o'clock this morning. I'm pretty tired,
All
and
right,
I gotta
brother.
get up for coffee and gaming in the morning.
Yeah. All right.
I'm about ready to put this baby to bed.
Oh shit! Thank you for having me on, man. It's been
man,
fun, dude.
anytime.
It's
Anytime.
been fun. It is. It's been fun, gentlemen.
Glad you
Thank
come
you.
play with us, man.
Absolutely, man. Like I said, I was able to bounce around to a couple different streams tonight. I had a birthday stream, an anniversary stream. It's nice. We're like I said, I've known a lot of you guys since I started. I started the fucking pod. Seth, you were on Jesus when we were on Anchor. Tap was on Anchor with us. Dave was on the first fucking live stream we ever did, I think. Back in
we did a couple of test streams too because you had all that drama.
Oh God. That was we started live streaming right at the end of the Google Hangouts in the advent of StreamYard.
We were trying out all this different software.
Yep.
Pete finally got something from somewhere, and I think that's how we eventually found StreamYard.
Yeah, because we used OBS, the one that we used OBS and Discord. And yeah, it was, man.
Yeah.
It was trial. It's been fun, man. It has been a fucking ride to get even to 2 years into this thing. So this has been a blast, man. And you guys have grown. What's your sub count now, Seth? Where are you at?
We're at like 80th, like 75, 80.
All right, we need to start tweeting this out and getting you guys more. This can be. We can get you guys over 100
I
here
won't
by the end
rub
of the
my
fucking
sub count
weekend.
in on you say after that.
Shut up.
100, I gotta eat sushi.
Yeah,
When we get to 100, Tommy has to eat sushi.
Oh, dude,
Definitely.
sushi is. I hate fish, and sushi is delicious.
Right?
Oh, I love it.
Oh, bro,
come
dude.
on.
You can do the easy one. Do the California rolls. They're not raw fish.
No.
With avocado.
Yeah, I hadn't eaten fish in 10 years, and we went out. We went out with another couple, and I got like two. I think I got one platter to myself, and then I got another one just to take home afterwards.
I just love the wasabi.
Oh yeah, I love hot food. That is, yeah.
If you get me and a friend of mine, they call it COS, the chicken skewers, but we call them cat on a stick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, cat on a stick. Yeah.
The teriyaki chicken. Dip that in wasabi. It's so good.
Anybody out there got any links that they need to share? I've shared Etep's channel, the Themensroomislive LinkTree, David T. Applegate LinkTree. Anybody else got one?
I got nothing.
Have you guys ever like Pete? Have you ever done a LinkTree?
I have not.
This is called LinkTree, and you can put all of your stuff in one place.
All right.
And it's free.
I need to do that then because I've got 2 Instagrams and like 3-4 Twitter accounts. I don't know. I think one of them still 4 Facebook accounts.
27 Facebook accounts.
They're all in jail at the same fucking time anymore. I don't know.
I catch it on to you.
Kuckerberg hates me. I don't know.
Yeah.
He's an anti-Semite.
We did that. I got so tired of on descriptions like this. Come find me here. Find me here. So like I put everything in one place and was just like, come find me here.
My family history actually goes back to the Jewish ancestry too. So
we're Russian Jews on my dad's. It's Russian Jew on my dad's side, and then my mom is Hungarian, Ukrainian, and Polish. And then
So what does the line tree?
What's that? Then I married a fucking German Ukrainian, so I'm like, I'm afraid she's gonna throw me in the oven one day.
We won't hear from you because you've been gassed.
Yeah.
She's like, just put your head in here. I'm like, son of a bitch.
Like, I don't have any shower heads in my bathroom in this house. There's no shower heads in this house. You don't just take baths.
I hate you, Tab.
Haven't done anything with it yet, but we're just going to set up a Twitch account.
Are you gaming anywhere?
Not yet. I was just getting the time to do other stuff besides just the reviews and what I'm doing, little I'm doing right now.
Right.
Between work and helping out my disabled cousin who lives with me, and it's hard to make the other time to do other stuff.
Yep. Well, I will be on tomorrow morning at about 6:30, 7 o'clock, something like that. So, coffee and gaming. I don't know what we're playing yet.
Roundhead Johnson.
But, well, you guys have a great night.
Good night.
Goodbye.
Good night.
Live long and prosper.